Oh, maybe it would be a good idea to start recording now for one. Oh, that could help. I have feeling.
I would recommend that. Yes.
That sounds like a good idea to actually start recording something that you have to edit later. Okay, we are live.
Yay.
It seems like hello. I'm just gonna last check if everything works well here.
Are we live? Oh, we are.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Are there people there?
That frog's eating somebody. Yeah, it's looking good.
Yeah. It seems like okay. All right. So it seems like YouTube is working just fine, which is working also, I think, just fine. Yeah. Okay.
Yo, how do you do this with like our little icons? It's so professional.
I'm gonna send you the website I'm doing it on after the podcast.
Cool.
It's called Fujitech, and it's mostly things that it's mostly a tool that VTubers are using. Yeah, like
send it to me as well
for friends. That's
cool,
very for friend slop stuff. That's very neat.
Yeah. Send it to me as well.
Okay, I will send it in the group chat later.
Yeah, we should get on topic.
I mean, you know what? I'm gonna, since people are just gathering, I'm gonna do it real quick. So
You're right. Not officially. We're not officially started.
Yes. Okay. So this is the link in the chat. Yeah, it's called Fujitech, and that's the thing that I'm using. It's just a website where you can. You just copy browser sources, yeah, like basically, I mean, links. You put it in the browser sources, and then you can set up things like, for one, if avatar is bouncing when someone is talking, and so on and so forth.
That's really cute. And fun. I like it.
It's very good. Also, okay, we are 2 minutes in, 50 people on YouTube. Okay.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone. I'm gonna make chat a little bit bigger. Okay, chat. We are just kind of as a matter of explanation. We're gonna talk about topics that we have written down. We're gonna be interacting with you and stuff, but not that much, since we actually have prepared spot for questions and answers from the chat later on. Yeah, so we basically probably gonna focus mostly on ourselves. We're gonna talk about the game, and eventually after that we are able to interact with you a little bit more. All right. Okay, we starting?
Yeah,
I'm ready.
Okay, so hello everybody, welcome. Today we are podcasting about DUSKBLOODS network test, yeah? And here is a thing. There is 4 of us. Every single of us played network test. Oroboro not only a network test, but also happened to be in Japan and played the game ahead of all of us. And he also met Michael Zaki-san himself, so definitely I'm going to pull his tongue about that one too. And
sure did.
Yeah, and we are going to start with general thoughts about the DUSKBLOODS after playing the network test, and maybe starting with Prod. How much have you played the game so far, and what are your thoughts? What do you think?
I think I played like 15 or like a little bit over 15 hours. I didn't catch every single of the things because it was like at 3 a.m. a few of them.
Wait.
But yeah, overall positive. I'm way more excited now than I was before I played it, for sure. Thought the gameplay was fun. The characters were interesting. They all seem to have a little bit different. That made them different. That made them entertaining. Yeah, I thought it was good.
How much is 15 hours overall in amounts of network tests? Because like it's
like 16 hours total.
Tests.
Yeah, because
16 hours total.
Yeah, one network test was out of the window. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I must have played less then because I missed at least one that I didn't play.
Okay.
I thought it was like 5 hours each session.
All right. How about you guys? Like, Lost? Any thoughts so far? I know you skipped some too, yeah?
Oh, I have a lot of thoughts. I was very apprehensive when I first was starting to play, but I kind of fell in love with the whole game. The structure I thought was very unique. It's like nothing I have ever played before. I played about 12 hours. I was screwed out of that first network test, given that it never materialized. I just sat there and tried to refresh it until they decided, you know what, we're just going to say screw it. And that made me very nervous that the rest of the test was going to be a goddamn mess. But I had a lot of fun, and I thought it ran surprisingly smooth. I really enjoyed this new world that they created, and I'm absolutely looking forward to playing it more. I'm still annoyed to hell and back that it's on the Nintendo Switch as an exclusive. You will never not hear me bitch about that, but overall positive, very positive.
I am so surprised that they didn't pull the same thing that they did during network test of Night Train. Namely, they didn't add a new network test to the pool. Like, I mean, you know, when that was the same story in Night Train, yeah? Like in Night Train, the very first day was completely scuffed. And what they did is just they concluded another network test somewhere in between the other ones, and yeah, they didn't do that with DUSKBLOODS, which is super shame. Yeah, I again?
Fuckers.
Yeah. Anyway, Oro, what are your thoughts so far?
No, I love it, man. I love it. It's like my dream game. I've always wanted FromSoft to do. Like not even a dedicated PvP game, but like what they do best, which is like super cool combination of all this like interesting online interactions between other players, between PvE and PvP. Like this is literally exactly what I've been wanting from them. So I'm in heaven, man. This game is so fucking good. I'm loving it.
It's actually something that Lost mentioned that is very interesting. Namely that the game is kind of different, yeah? Like, it doesn't really feel one-on-one like a Souls game. It's something that kind of... I was very surprised to notice that. Like, immediately when I started playing DUSKBLOODS, I just realized that, I apparently cannot really block cancel that much anymore. Apparently movement is a little bit more... let's say
wild,
arcadey.
Not even about that. You cannot really cut it short that much, and it's less junky. Let's say that way, in the meaning that when you start particular animation, you are finishing this animation. Like it's just the feeling. The game doesn't feel like Dark Souls 3 or Elden Ring. It's kind of feels different. It has different vibe to me, and that was so surprising to me because I am so incredibly used to the fact that when From Software is releasing game that has magic, swords and stuff, then it just feels like Souls game. No matter if that's Bloodborne, no matter if that's Elden Ring, Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 1, there are clear similarities. And then I play DUSKBLOODS, and I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, it's just so different.
Well, that's good. You got a fresh new experience.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Yeah, I thought like I'm going to experience a Souls-like, and meanwhile, I don't know if you can actually call it a Souls-like anymore. I mean, you have some elements, yeah, that are mostly bound to the fact to how From Software is like creating their games, to the fact they are using their in-house technology. Yeah, so there are bound to happen to have some similarities and so on. Yeah, but on its core, the game just feels like its own thing, like almost as if it was somewhat of a new direction of making games. It's not like Armored Core, not like Elden Ring or Dark Souls, just its own thing.
Well, it's funny that you say that because I kind of feel like Duskbloods is if Armored Core and Bloodborne had a meth addicted baby. I mean, it was super quick. It was super. It was very unique, but at the same time, I felt like a few of those uh, core elements that I tend to gravitate towards when I play Souls like were still there. So I still felt the Souls like aspect of it, even if it is a lot more quicker. There's a lot more verticality there because of the crazy jumps. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
As a Souls like, I should say.
Okay, you think so? It's still like kind of categorized as one, yeah?
Yeah,
Felt a lot like Bloodborne to me as well, especially playing a lot of Albert. If it, like he's so Bloodborne coded to me, in my opinion. With a little mix of Dark Souls 3, especially with the double hits. The double hits were so nice.
I love them so
felt
much.
great.
Satisfying.
Yeah. The air combos, it's so freaking sick to get an air combo. Stagger somebody midair. It's so sick.
I have feeling like these air combos, because so maybe as a matter of explanation for people that didn't play the game, in Duskbloods, when you're going to dash in the middle of the air, you kind of getting magneted to the player that you have locked on, and then you can strike them twice in the air, like you can just double hit them in the air. And it's like, it's weird mechanic, honestly, to me. It felt, I have feeling like this is, do you guys actually found a counterplay to it? Because,
I mean, just spamming dodge, honestly, that's really all you could do from what I saw. But I never really got caught too many times in the air. A few times here and there, but I didn't get caught myself too much.
I had a feeling that this magnet effect that you have on the air jump into the R1 has way better tracking and way better range than literally anything else. So I had feeling I didn't play enough of the game to yet figure out what's the proper strategy against it when someone is doing that against you. I usually just dodge behind the player that is doing that and then like just hit them in the box. But I don't know if that's really like good approach to it. I have feeling like this is like ultimate chase down, especially because mind you, this is worth mentioning, yeah. In Duskbloods, you do not have any stamina costs for the aggressive actions. Yeah. Like attacking do not cost you any stamina at all. Only defensive actions or movement actions cost stamina.
That was something that surprised me because I didn't really notice it until like a few hours into the actual game because I'm so used to attacking costing stamina. But when I noticed that, I let my R1s fly wild and free, man.
I have feeling like the R1's neutral attacks overall are a little bit weird because they seem to be very slow in comparison to basically any other movement that you have in the game. Like your neutral attack, let's say you're playing Senator Shamshir Patches and he has his funny dagger, thrusting sword. This is clearly much slower than, let's say, Clean Rod in Elden Ring. But then you have running attack that is just hyper fast. Like it is long range, it has long lunge, and yeah, it's just fast. And it kind of makes me wonder why it's designed like this, why these neutral attacks are just not faster. Because I have feeling like you can just... This is another problem that I have overall with the gameplay so far. We're probably going to talk about it a little bit later more, or maybe we can even talk about it now, but I have feeling like turtling with your shield and just waiting for the attacks that are perfectly reactable can result with you in you just having free parries left and right with your whole.
I agree with that entirely. Like that was my experience too. Like the shield is really way too strong. I think it needs to break quicker. I don't think you should be able to block stuff like that easily.
And even technically, if you can just block stuff, the attacks on its own are not fast enough. I mean, at least neutral attacks are not fast enough to make it hard for your opponent to just not reaction hole against you and then just one-shot you.
Somewhere. I would say Patra's. I think his running attack into R1 chain was too fast to like properly set up parry unless you were like ready for it. But
okay, right.
I could be wrong.
I had one of in the last network test. I had situation where I have fought a Zork player that was so fucking laggy that I dashed behind him when he actually started howling. I R1'd him in the box and I got parried.
What?
Yeah. We're gonna speak about netcode a little bit later too, yeah? But the point being, actually, that's I think worth to mention, yeah? Basically, I have feeling like the defensive play, because of the shield, it's really powerful overall, yeah. And the question, did you guys actually manage to even figure out how the hell like you can break shields effectively, or it is just impossible in this game?
Just attack the shit out of people if they hold them up, but like that never happened.
Look, you guys are talking about shields, right? And what your experience with fighting people using shields, and I'm sitting here thinking, nobody used a shield against me. It was all just spamming the R1 button.
Yeah, it was very rare to see people shield for sure. Yeah. But when they did, it's hugely powerful, man. Such a good option, just a block.
Yeah. I actually never used it.
It's very good.
I did not use it.
They have perfect blocks too, and there's stuff that procs off perfect blocks, like damage up and stuff, and healing.
There's way more in depth in that side that I did not delve into at all.
Yeah, exactly. Chase says it shuts down Layla's sniper. If you guys are having problems with like Layla and like her just sniping and jumping in the air and like sniping you over and over, you just
call the shield.
That play was so annoying.
I know.
Out of all the plays that when I would run into, especially that last round, when people would just run away nonstop, jump in nonstop just to get away to snipe from far away. It was the most frustrating thing.
And here is a thing worth mentioning. Another thing that is different to regular Souls formula, namely, or differently to Night Train, yeah? Like, so you are sprinting with, let's say, so much similar speed like you do with Surge Sprint in Night Train, yeah?
Kurwa mac and cheese, ja pierdolę kochanej Steelovskie.
Fucking damn it, wait a second. I got an alert on... Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Thank you for...
Oh my god.
Okay, thank you for the sub, gamer, but I'm turning it off. Like, Polish lady started speaking, kurwa mać and cheese, Japan. What the fuck is this? Okay, all right. Anyway, back to the topic. Yeah. So in Night Train, when you're surge sprinting and then you're gonna hold block, the surge sprint goes off. In this game, it doesn't happen. When you're gonna start sprinting, and you're gonna keep on holding your shield, then you are basically sprinting very quickly, and you have like your shield all the time up. So getting close to Layla that is just sniping you is very easy because you don't have to strafe, you don't have to do anything. You are not even getting staggered when you're getting hit in the shield with the bullet. You literally just do not fucking care. You basically cosplaying Captain America and you just like go in. You close the distance and the shields are absurd.
Strong.
Yeah.
Once
I think a high level play, it's going to be a problem if they don't change it.
Once people figure out how to actually use the shield efficiently, it's going to change the game quite drastically, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it will for sure, yeah.
And I have feeling like I wonder what we are about to witness in the official release, because maybe reason why shields are currently so strong is because we don't have way to modify our characters in any way.
Yeah, there might be like a shield break passive that changes that.
Yeah, I kind of wonder how they are going to approach this too, yeah? Because in network test, we cannot modify characters at all. We are, the only thing that, I think there is nothing you can do actually to modify characters. So I kind of wonder if we're going to have like Can you even, or maybe you know something about, since you have been there, like we talked with some people, are we going to have some sort of the system similar to Relics? Or
they didn't say anything about that, but they did say there's going to be some form of character customization. So we know for sure you're going to be able to select your kins, like guarantee a certain kin. If you really like Undead Marlowe, you'll get him every time.
I like the fat one.
I was gonna say about
Lenses.
that. Do you like that as a feature, or would you rather it stay random?
I actually like the randomization, but at the same time, I think a lot of people would get annoyed, like, and they would just sit there and like re-roll their kins, like they're fucking opening fucking Pokemon card packs over and over until they get the one they want, right? Like, so I don't know. I like the sort of roguelike element.
Yeah.
I sort of like the roguelike element, and you sort of just go with what you get, you know?
Yeah.
But
I agree.
If they are about to do that, I hope that they are going to just make a pool of characters that you can get on the kin spawners just smaller, in the meaning that instead of, let's say, all characters that you can potentially get, it just makes the pool like, I don't know, 3 characters or so. But I really would wish that they are not going to eliminate the RNG element altogether. I have feeling like it's important. Especially because certain kins are just so good with certain characters.
yeah, I would want them to go all in on it, because it's already like a goofy Mario Party sort of deal. Like, I would want them to even let you only roll the kin one time. Like, now you can, like, you know, re-roll and get other kin. Like, you try a chance for one type of kin one time during the match, and what you get is what you get. And I think that would be more fun, because people can adapt to what the kin that they receive, and they could be like, oh, I got really lucky this round. Oh, I got the best kin. And other times, not so much. I don't know. I think that would add to the RNG element, and I think it would actually be more fun.
Okay.
Because I feel like a lot of people are going to pick like the same kins over and over and over. And there's going to be like a meta kin. There's going to be like a meta kin, like Gargoyle healing, or Valentius, like AoE Nihil, like every single game. And I think that's going to get a little old. So
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I actually want to go back a little bit to the previous topic, namely Lost mentioned or Oro mentioned perfect blocks. Yeah, there are indeed perfect blocks when you're using your shield. Yeah, you can just pull out your shield about the moment you're gonna get hit, and then you're receiving a perfect block. I'm not exactly sure what it exactly does, but well, at least on Senator character, you get the melee attack boost for one from it. But there is, it doesn't really matter. That's not exactly what I want to talk about. I want to talk about another mechanic that is very similar, namely perfect dodges.
Oh, yes. We saw it a little bit in that clip that just showed, like that little white sort of flint that appears.
Yeah.
Like lint.
Yeah, this is the perfect dodge, and I honestly have no idea what it does yet. Like, do you know anything, guys?
It refunds the stamina you use for dodging, and it lets you recover quicker.
Okay, a quicker recovery. I see.
Yeah, it's huge, but it's just like super inconsistent. So I don't know if there's like an internal cooldown, or I'm bad. I don't know.
Right.
It was never something that I managed to pull off consistently. So you're not bad, or if you are, we're both bad.
Yeah, there's something up with it. There's something up with it that makes it super inconsistent, and I don't know
so
what.
Yeah.
bad, Oro. You're so
I never did it.
Oh no.
I was never able to do it in PvP, only in PvE.
Huh.
Maybe it might be actually lag, dependent too. Yeah, since
I think so. Yeah.
Even in the training room, though, I couldn't do it consistently. Like, I would do it, and I'd be like, "Oh, I got it. Let me do that exact same timing again," and then it wouldn't work, and I'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I mean, From Software games tends to be stupidly weird when it comes to its mechanics. Very like, for one, in Elden Ring you have Bull Goat. And then Bull Goat says that, it boosts your poise. And then turns out it's actually not the case. I mean, like, it is the case, but besides that, it also makes it received damage like being 25% less, like in hyper armor, less less powerful. Like it's so weird. Yeah, like all these small quirks that From Software has in their games. They're gonna be here too, yeah? So, we're gonna be informed that, perfect dodging is actually refunding your stamina. And you're like, aha, so that's what it does. And then, in the reality, description should be, perfect dodging is refunding your stamina. And it has 30 seconds internal cooldown. And also, it turns you a freaking giga powerful Chad mode, like it makes you giga powerful, and then you hit for like 1 billion on the counter hit or something like that. Yeah, it might be all of that. Yeah, and I have. So here's the thing: in case of Elden Ring, people just data mine the game. Yeah, they just go into the files, just read what is there until their eyes bleeds out, and then they deliver you answers, yeah? That, hey, this is working in this exact way. In DUSKBLOODS, it's probably not going to be like that because it's switched to exclusive, yeah? So no easy access to the game data.
Yeah, so it's hopefully, FromSoft won't be as obtuse with their information at this time.
Okay, guys, so I just got a message from Chase that he said that he can surprise join.
Hey.
Hey!
Yeah, so...
Surprise Chase join? What in the...
I freaking hate it because
now...
I gotta have to prepare avatar for Chase. Okay.
Hi, Chase.
Hey.
This is my bad, I'm sorry. I thought I'd take longer.
Okay, so guys, I gotta have to shut the fuck up for a moment to prepare avatar for Chase, and meanwhile, someone has to take over the discussion.
Can we keep on talking?
Yeah, keep on talking. I was just gonna do my thing.
All right. How about we all talk about our favorite Bloodsworn, because we haven't gotten to Bloodsworn at all, and I feel like that's a sort of a huge thing.
That is a huge thing. So, Chase, which one of the guys did you enjoy the most? Or girl?
Let's see. Probably, I feel like Albert was the most fun, but I definitely won the most as Zork just because he did so much damage and you have the true combos. And hyper
and he was
armor.
imbalanced garbage.
Combos.
Yeah, he's kind of good. Albert was a lot of fun though. I like his abilities. The gun is nice pressure. I like the
gun is
weapon
so
as
sick.
well.
He had my favorite sidearm.
Yeah, I think
it's
mine
fun.
too. Yeah, other than Layla's sniper is really strong too, but it is a bit slower to like set up, and you got to reload it. So
Yeah.
I really enjoyed playing as Layla. In fact, one of my hypest moments in the game was playing as Layla, where I got to the top 3, and then I hid behind a pillar for like 90% of the match and just
Usual
sniped
Layla.
the last guy who did all the work. So that was a lot of fun. But I also really enjoyed her from a PvE perspective because she would one hit most of the lower tier mobs, and you could kind of go to certain spaces in the sewers and just absolutely nuclear annihilate the doggos, and they couldn't do anything, which gave me a lot of virtue and a lot of perks for my character. I thought that was so much fun.
that is true. She's really good against like some of the more annoying little bosses as well, like the werewolves, because you can do it from height and just snipe her down.
Yeah.
Did you ever
was nice.
zoom in with her, or you just kept it just normal when you lock on?
I did actually manage to get a pretty solid shot where I killed one of the other Bloodsworn from a fair distance away when I was locking, not when I was locking on, when I was zooming in. But
Yeah, I think she'll
most
be a
of,
little nicer with like, how did you zoom in? Can you change that? Because it was so weird using the left
It was
analog.
weird. It was like the
to
left
zoom in.
click.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
It was really weird on the Nintendo Switch, like basic controller. I don't have a pro one. That was not comfortable to use.
Oh,
me
God.
too, man.
Wait.
God damn, it
Oh,
was
God.
so hard using something
You
designed
guys
for an
use
11-year-old.
Joy-Cons?
Yeah,
Yeah. Ugh. Oh my god.
it was not great. That definitely
I-
hindered my liking of
Oh
it. But
my
I'm gonna either
God.
get a pro or like an adapter because oh god.
Jesus. No, I wouldn't even participate in network tests if I didn't have Pro Controller.
It's so small. I was accidentally hitting like the L2 trigger all the time, just trying to dash because like the L1 and L2 are like right there. They're so tiny.
Yeah,
Right.
it was pretty
Yeah.
gross.
I
But
recommend
Oro,
better controller.
what was your favorite character in all
Oh,
this?
Albert, 100%. It started out being Layla, and then everybody hated her, and I wanted no one to hate me. I'm just kidding. I don't give a shit about that. Yeah, I actually ended up liking Albert. Like, he's so much fun. He's so strong. He's very good roll catches. He's got a lot of range, a lot of damage. His fucking blood blade is insanely good for like a roll catch after a combo. He was an insane character. So much fun.
I have feeling like Albert is literally mage of this game. Kinda.
Yeah.
Like if you think about it,
he spams the gun.
Yeah, he kind of plays like one. Yeah, he has all the range attacks in the world and also gap closers.
He's nuts.
Yeah. So who we got so far? Favorite characters? Oros is Albert. And who's
Mine is Albert too. Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, I think I had the most fun with Albert overall.
Holy
Zork was
shit.
very strong though.
Albert
You
and
are
Zoyers.
so fucking basic. You all.
He's just, you know what he is? He's the average, pretty good at everything. He's like
Dude.
he's just good at everything.
I played every character. I cycled between them all, and he's the one, man. He's the one that just feels good.
Right, who
Although I
was
think
your least
Zork
favorite
maybe
then?
has the coolest weapon.
Zork is imbalanced garbage. I will not have
He
any more
is,
Zork.
his 4-hit combos are ridiculous.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait. What you mean 4-hit combos?
When sometimes when he procs lightning and he has lightning on his weapon, he'll get 2 hits, proc lightning, stun you, hit you 2 more times, which will stagger you, and then he fucking bites you, and then
you're
just
dead.
instant dead.
Isn't that for every single character? I thought like.
It is, but with Zork, his thing does
It's
like an
just so much
absurd
stagger
amount damage of lightning damage and
Right.
stagger for some reason. It's like extra.
Yeah. It seems like the shock or all the effects, yeah, are apparently
it's
somewhat
higher on him.
Yeah, it's somewhat also. Maybe it's just the fact that he deals overall the most base damage. Yeah, because
might
he
just be
does.
it.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it somehow
Yeah, it makes
must
his
be
combo
apparently
that much
tied.
stronger.
Yeah, but yeah, I actually noticed it. That being said, we're gonna get to the topic. I'm sorry, I don't to the topic of character balance, but I didn't hear what's Lost's favorite character.
Was
Oh, yeah.
Layla probably because I really enjoyed the gun, but I enjoyed playing as most of the characters. I will say I wasn't the biggest fan of Albert because he was just so basic. He's just a basic bitch boy. He's like a glass of milk. Look, he's gonna be good. He's gonna be
Shots
high up
fired.
on the scoreboard, and he's gonna be a mainstay there for no other reason that he's super flexible. That's for sure. But if you use Albert, I'm gonna think less of you.
I feel about
It's like the
Zork.
night class,
Well,
you know?
I gotta tell you, that for me personally, Senator Shamshir Patches, absolute goat.
Yeah, his running
sure.
attacks are great, honestly. Like
Like,
so much
He's so
range.
strong,
quick.
man.
I think he's the strongest.
like.
I appreciate that every character was pretty unique and they all had something that was like, oh, I want to try this game, or
Yeah.
I want to be the fucking dinosaur this game. You know, like they all had something that was good.
I have feeling
Oh.
like.
I gotta say, one of the things that I really appreciate with Pajama Jan was that his heavy attack would pancake certain big enemies. So if you went down into the sewers and you were fighting the beast ridden, I believe they're called, the wolfmen, you could get a heavy attack in, a charged heavy attack that would pancake them, and then you could charge up another while they were getting up and then pancake them again. So you could infinitely stun lock those enemies and harvest a lot of virtue from those guys.
Right.
That's nice.
I have
Zork
feeling-
did the
I think
same
Janet
thing.
used the
Yeah.
least.
I have
Zork did the
feeling
same thing with his rocket.
right.
Yeah.
I have feeling like him and Lila are probably the best for PvE overall.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sniper's
100%.
very good for like any mob clearing, true. You can do it from height.
Yeah, and that's important to actually have a good mob clear because entire first phase of the game is literally you just fighting PvE. There is practically no point to fight other players.
That Gatling gun damage in PvE is getting
Oh, it's
super
crazy.
nerfed.
It's
It
ridiculous.
is
Oh, yeah, that was
not
pretty good,
staying like
actually. I forgot
that.
about that.
Oh man, I
Dude,
loved it.
you get the
I
gap,
did love
and you
it.
would do half of a boss's health before people even summoned in to help you.
It's beautiful. I actually
Yeah.
really like that.
That
This
was
is-
absurd.
Actually, you know what? I guess we can go to the side topics with this one because what you mentioned, the fact that you actually have people being summoned to help you with the with the particular bosses, like bigger ones, is a part of the general gameplay structure, gameplay loop.
Yeah.
And I think we could actually talk about general gameplay structure, because frankly, From Software with DUSKBLOODS did something unique. I don't think I have ever played a game like this that has basically significant element of PvE, PvP, and then you also collect these virtue points that are directly related to some sort of tasks that you have to do in particular phases of the matches. And then you also have phases that are also somewhat distinct and different to each other, yeah? So the tempo of the game kind of changes, and yet everything is closed into the time constraint of 25 minutes, yeah? Around like 25, 30 minutes, depending on the last phase, how long it's actually going to be.
Which I love, because that's like a video, right?
But that's true. Yeah. That's pretty good for content creation.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
This is actually true. Yeah, I have feeling like for one night train runs could be a little bit too lengthy at times. Whereas, honestly, with DUSKBLOODS, I have feeling like some of them maybe are even a little bit too short. Not a big complaint, but yeah, sometimes I had feeling that like certain phases were even a little bit too short. But maybe it's just the fact that we barely started playing the game, so we don't exactly know.
Yeah, I kind of agree, I think. Yeah. Because like you don't always know where you're going at first, so it cuts some time out of that. I'm just running around sometimes trying to find virtue.
Yeah. The whole concept of this structure, I think, is fantastic. And I think that one of the strengths of it is that you can change up the tempo of a match, or how the match your approach, just by adjusting some values when it comes to what gives a lot of virtue and what doesn't. One of the things I really enjoyed was the different events where a star shard would fall to the ground, and if you hold that, you would get some virtue towards the end of the match. I thought perhaps that it gave a little too little virtue. I would have preferred it if it generated virtue overall, maybe gave you like 20 virtue over the match, and at the end you get another 5 virtue if you hold it at the end. But those small adjustments, I think, can easily be made if it turns out that one of the events doesn't work as well as intended. So I'm actually super excited to see what else they have in store for us with that.
Right. Do you have any particular complaints, guys, about the way how the game is structured, perhaps? Maybe you didn't like something.
Yeah. After playing it a lot, I felt like focusing on just getting virtue and honestly upgrading a weapon got a little boring. It is just a collectathon at the end of the day, and you're not really like doing anything too engaging except running around, checking spawn points and grabbing them over and over.
The better you are at the game, the better you are at the game, the less you interact, with other players.
Exactly. Because you learn, okay, be as efficient as possible from, I know where the spawn points are, point A, point B, point C, boom, check those, get the forges, okay, teleport next. That's what I was doing. And it felt extremely efficient. Yeah. It felt really efficient.
Yeah,
getting virtue from the chairs.
I did do that a lot too as well, yeah.
And it felt like this is the best way to do it, but it wasn't like I wasn't like doing anything, You're just running around picking shit up. And you do that a lot. You do that a lot with the chairs, the flame virtue, and you do it with all the forges when you're upgrading your weapon. And you only have to do it once per match. But it still doesn't make for super engaging gameplay. I actually wish they would maybe even speed up that part of the game and let you max out your weapon like right away, because I was doing it anyways every match, so every phase
just took a little longer.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. It's
I would agree if it made at least the weapon buffs be like, you find one weapon buff and that's it. That's like as strong as your weapon can get for whatever element you want. I think that would be much better for sure.
Yeah, and on top of that, it's technically people that are going to spend a lot of hours on this game gonna have immense advantage over everyone else just based off these upgrades, because places where you can find, I think, not anvils, how they call it in the games, the spots where you actually upgrade your weapons?
Alchemist tables or something.
Forges.
Alchemist
Forges. They do look
Here
at
you go.
forges. Yeah.
So places the forges placements are randomized, and also like I mean like you they are randomized across particular region. And then on top of that, you also have randomization of general elements, in the meaning that on the map at the beginning of every phase, you can see in which region certain element is, but then you do not know where exactly these elements are going to spawn and how many there is going to be of particular elements in the district. And then on top of that, you might have a situation that, let's say in phase 1, you did choose fire, and then in phase 2, there is no fire on the map. And I have feeling like this is kind of very RNG dependent, but in rather frustrating and not fun way. I think because how many times you have to actually click on the forge in order to upgrade to the max? I think 5, yeah?
6 total.
Oh, 6 total,
Is it
okay.
6? I
Yeah.
thought it was 3.
Yeah.
The funniest thing is I've only ever
No.
found 2.
I never got more than 3.
I didn't know you could upgrade.
Okay.
I just
Yeah.
got like 1. Oh, my weapon has fire now. I guess that's it.
No,
yeah, you have
dude.
to find another of
dude.
the same element and
So-
keep
Oh my
going.
so-
god.
The
Steel.
It's way too much.
Go on. But
The-
I have something to say.
Difference is between you being on level 1 of the upgrade and then on level 6 is insane. You have to
It's
do it.
such a huge difference. Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, I feel like you can get such advantage optimizing your run. Like once you know everything over someone who's just like going through it.
Exactly. And I think that might be an issue.
What you wanted to mention, Oro?
So a big thing that you were talking about, like, yeah, you could get fucked by RNG by there not being like a fire forge like in the next round. Like, oh no, but the thing is, you don't have to use all the fire forges. You can start. Okay, let's say there's an iron forge next to a fire forge, so you go get the irons. You can get like 2 to 3 irons there, possibly 4. And then you can go to the fire, and it goes down by 1 when you switch it, but you'll still have a +3 fire, and then you can probably get 2 more. That means you're maxed out, so you can still max out your weapon in one phase, even with 2 sites of forges next to each other. And that's what I was doing phase 1 every single match. So
Okay.
RNG, would be bad if you were only focusing on the one, but you can get upgrades from other ones and then just take the -1 hit when you transfer the affinity.
Yes.
change
o-
it.
o-
I
okay.
actually did not know that.
Yeah, this
So Oro was
is
just running to
great.
every forge and then taking his
exactly.
last
Yeah.
element. I
This
didn't do
is-
that.
Exactly.
This is great because sometimes you have the same element spawning in multiple locations, so you can just look at the map at the beginning of the phase and then notice that ion is being in 2 different locations. I'm just gonna run through them, gonna collect them, and then even if there are another phase there is not going to be ion at all, then you can see, and now there is 2 fire tables, and then I can run through for the fire. Yeah, that makes sense actually. Yeah, I didn't know that it only. I thought it resets it completely. That's you starting from 0, from +1.
No, just -1.
I think my confusion was I thought it was only you can find the fire element, right? And then get the buffed up version of it once. So I've only ever found 2 of the same element in one game.
I see.
So I was like, oh, okay, if you switch it, you just go back to +1. But there's actually
Yeah,
6.
that's what I thought too.
Okay.
No,
Yeah. Wow.
you're missing out.
Apparently,
know,
but Zork
damn.
felt strong anyway.
Yeah,
I know,
Zork
that's the crazy
doesn't
part.
matter.
And there is like one thing that can fuck you over. Then it's if you're going to kill a boss, then or like mini boss or whatever, one of the rewards is usually going to be a build up reward. But I'm not sure if like the build up reward as in the meaning that like particular boss can drop you a better build up of fire type or better build up of the poison type. Yeah, but I guess it's you can always just choose down the another reward, so I guess it is not that frustrating at the end of the day. Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
the alchemist forges are not that bad. I would love to actually test them out with the knowledge that you just bestow upon me right here, but well, it's
I
not
wish.
happening.
I wish, man.
It's not happening. You know what? I turned on Nintendo Switch today because I apparently left it in the sleep mode, and I see a freaking DUSKBLOODS being on, and character just standing in there, and there is no pop-up of any sort. Because I finished playing yesterday just before, just before network test closed. So I'm like, oh my god, it is happening. Can I play the game? And I did. I clicked whatever button and shit kicked me out immediately. So yeah.
Oh,
Unfortunate.
Michael,
that's so sad.
Michael Zaki played with my feelings right there.
Oh, I actually wanted to ask you guys, did most of you do the co-op boss fights in phase 1? Because someone always tried to summon me, but I felt like it wasn't worth it.
I stopped joining.
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
Phase
yeah.
one, definitely not.
Well, I did
Yeah.
a few of them when I was Layla. When if I managed to get my my minigun, and in phase 1, I would do them, but otherwise
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, because otherwise it would take like the whole phase 1 to beat some of the bosses with the damage you have. If it was like right away.
Yeah, I
Exactly. It was just total waste.
I basically just stopped. At some point, I just started ignoring this pop-up altogether. Initially, I were joining them, and then I was like, dude, this is so incredibly not worth it.
Yeah,
And-
it's not efficient at all.
Yeah. The phase 1, you have to be lone wolf and just play on your own. Speaking of which, people that are insanely good at PvE, they're actually doing so well in this game, PvE wise. In one of my games, I had a guy called Yuvani. Not sure if you guys are aware. It's a content creator that's focused on Night Rain, and he is just considered insanely good at Night Rain. He's doing like for Night Rain very good numbers on his videos, and he just plays the game. There is no voiceover, no nothing, just raw footage of him playing.
Just gameplay. Wow.
And people just watch it and love it because he's just that good. Yeah, he plays throughout depth 5, 999 points, just playing throughout entire game, and like no hitting everything basically from the beginning till the end. Like maybe gonna get hit once or twice during entire run, yeah? Like dude is amazing. So I got him in the game, and I just only been looking at the scoreboard. Day 1, I actually sneaked up on him when he was killing some regular boss in the phase 1, and I killed him. And despite that, despite me yoinking his boss and slowing him down, I see that at the end of the day 1, he had like 35 virtue points.
Yeah, I usually have like 15 to like 18. I feel like that's my average.
Yeah.
And
same.
My average is 5, dude. I don't know what 5.
You gotta
Like,
get the chairs.
so-
you gotta
so
run
yeah.
to those chair spawns.
So yeah,
I tried.
chairs.
I could never find them.
Yeah, and these people that are very good at the PvE in other Souls games, I have feeling like they are actually going to be so good at the PvE, but because like day 1 he had like 35, day 2 he had around like 70, day 3, phase 3 he started with 97, but then phase 3, the most important thing about it is PvP after all.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I
And-
feel like the PvE runs can kind of make up for it though if they know how to buff
Yeah,
their character up, right?
in that particular case, he had 97 on the start of phase 3, and then that ended up with 105. Meanwhile, I had 60 something, and ended up with 140.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
fight in the ritual sites, grab the
He literally had
stone.
more
Yeah.
than you, dude.
Yeah, it's because and then I won this match. Yeah, it's basically so PvEers it's gonna be a little bit different in the final game because of the PvE events at the end of the phase 4, yeah? Because like we only had PvP event, but we are going to have PvE events. So people that are very good at PvE, they are apparently not going to have to even fight like any sort of PvP at all, and they can potentially win matches. We're gonna see how it's
Oh, is
gonna
that
be.
gonna be like a choice? You
100%.
can choose like the PvE finish, or is it gonna be randomized?
Yeah, it's gonna be
I hope it's
randomized.
randomized.
It's
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have a note for that. They actually said that you're going to be able to have a say in it. Like somehow
Oh, okay.
there's going to be like
a voting system,
maybe like your preference, right? And then the last 3 go in, and it picks like by random, like 33.3, repeating, of course, % chance of
I see.
whoever
What the
wants
finishing
it.
fight is. Okay.
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
well,
It's a
and I
great
think-
point, this though, because I was I was thinking about that myself when I was making my video on this. The enemies I thought was rather easy compared to a lot of the other games that we have in Elden Ring and Night Rain, but I don't think that's a big problem. I I don't think overly complex attack patterns in this game is worth it because it will slow you down enough. I think the way they have the enemies now are rather good. I don't look. I have no doubt that the people that you met are exceedingly good at PVE, and but I felt like I did a lot better in this game compared to Night Train or anything, and I had just picked it up. I found them to be rather easy. A lot of the enemies.
Well, you do
Some of
play
the, like, the
Layla with
regular-
the minigun.
Yeah,
so I don't
yeah,
know,
like-
man.
I mean, that is
I mean,
true.
I mean, I
That is the
literally,
PvE Slayer.
I literally have seen in the last network test, yeah, I literally have seen Layla obliterating mini boss on level 1. I spawned
Yep.
in and I hear. I'm going closer. I see Layla just sitting there. Poo, poo, poo. And I see the boss
Yeah.
HP bar, and it's fucking down to 10%. And we spawned literally a minute ago. I'm like, what the fuck is that? How is
That's
that
it.
even possible, dude? Like,
There are like the ranged attack upgrades for her, which probably add up so much if you keep getting them.
Holy.
this is actually these melee attacks and range attacks are so fucking good too. Yeah, it's basically collecting these passives is very, very,
Yeah,
very
that's very
important.
important for the end for
Yeah.
sure. Even some of the
Yeah.
items that I didn't use too much, they were pretty good as well. Like the items you find throughout.
Yeah, it's okay. Do you guys have any other thoughts on general structure of the game?
I like
Oh
that
yeah.
PvE
Yeah.
and PvP can be done and you can succeed. That's it. I think it's awesome.
Like
And
the
in
Would you
addition
guys
to that-
consider this a BR?
no.
It's the closest to a BR, but it would be too general to categorize that as a BR.
The phase
I
4
agree,
phase
yeah.
4 is battle royale, but the one that we have seen the network test, the Grail match, is a battle
Exactly.
royale. But you know what? Speaking of the other endings, yeah, I actually want to mention that PvP folks, it's Jover. If people going to have a say in what type of ending we are going to have, PvP is not gonna be
We're
one of
never
the
gonna
choices.
PvP again.
I know.
this
I
is
know.
That's why
Jover.
I'm intrigued by the invasion option. Like I wonder how that's gonna work.
Yes.
Do you just gain virtue by killing the players? Like that's your
You
mission.
probably don't
essentially?
gain virtue. You probably just are there for the love of the game, man.
That's the whole
That's
game.
me. Oh my
Yeah.
god,
That's where I'll
that's
be.
me.
Yeah, so
That'd be pretty fun. Yeah.
maybe a matter explanation to people that might not know about it. So in the one of the interviews, in the most recent Miyazaki's interview, someone from IGN, I think, asked a question: what about people that just enjoy playing PvP and that's it? And Miyazaki said that in the final release of the game, there is going to be a system similar to Invasions, where you join a particular match as a 9th player, and the only thing that you do is kill other players.
That's fantastic.
So yeah, it's basically DUSKBLOODS is about to have invasions. So
1v8s.
Yeah, and I'm so intrigued with how you win as the invader. Like, when you kill them, are they dead for sure from you? That'd be pretty funny.
No.
Well, no, that's a good point because I don't think
Yeah,
they're
like, what's your
dead
goal?
for sure. But I would imagine that if you kill one guy multiple times, that guy might become a ghost for you while he's running around and doing his stuff, so that you don't like bully
Ooh.
one guy. You just find the victim and keep on killing him over and over.
Some sort
That's
of
a good
You can,
point.
like, their
Yeah.
virtue. Like I was thinking, like how you could impact them. Like
anti-griefing
leaderboard there.
systems. Yeah, anti-griefing systems are something that we definitely need. Speaking of griefing, fucking alliances, dude.
oh yeah,
My
there was a
God.
setting to turn that off, was there not? I definitely.
Yeah,
had to do that.
there was a no
there is a
alliance
queue.
mode.
Yeah,
Thank God.
there is no alliance queue, and I was queuing every single queue anyway, so I was mostly getting standard. So a matter of explanation for people that might not know. In DUSKBLOODS, you can literally just ask anyone in the match in your proximity to become your ganking buddy, and then
Yeah,
and
that's how the end.
and then you end up playing duo with another player in a match where every single other player might not have a duo partner, and you cannot attack each other, you share your virtue, and you are a fucking menace, because in this game, winning 1 versus 2 is nearly fucking impossible, considering the fact that offensive actions take no stamina at all, whereas defensive actions take all your stamina.
Yeah. And
yeah,
in
that
addition
happened at
to
the
that,
end.
in addition to that, you're not just done with the alliance by the third phase. When you go into the PvP battle at the end, I was in a match where the 2 guys that I had to fight had been in an alliance the entire match. So of course they decided to gank me off first.
Yeah, I wanted to mention that technically by the systems of the game, your alliance ends on the phase 4, but in the phase 4 you have only 3 players in a Grail match, and if 2 players from the co-op are going to end up in the alliance, are going to end up in the Grail match, guess what is going to fucking happen?
Oh, they're ganking your ass.
Oh, I feel like they do it even without the alliance. I had this time where I had to try to kite them to hit each other, and they just were refusing.
Yep.
They were
happens,
chasing me
man.
down. I was as the girl who went invisible, and I was just doing that to escape because they were
Yep.
just looking together, passively
happens.
waiting till I appeared.
Yep.
It's like, wow.
If you
That's
have
crazy.
if you have one player chasing you in melee and another one just like pewing at you, you are
especially if you're
fucked.
senator with your bird, just pew 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 pew.
Yeah, this is over. Like you are not winning it. Like the Grail matches do not have enough verticality to lose the chase of Anisword.
Yeah, you have just the pillars. Like it's there's not much you could do. I only won one of those situations once, and it's because I think my damage was just so much higher, and I was Alayla with a sniper, so you can kind of like jump, hold one off if they don't know how to block it.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So
That was
basically, based off the fact, people that you fought had no idea what they were doing. Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
they definitely didn't have the upgrades. So even when they were doing it, like I was just doing more stagger damage. That was the only situation for me where I won that kind of 2v1 thing.
That's yeah.
It is rough though if they
Yeah.
decide
It's
to do that.
so much harder than like any Souls game to fight fucking 2v1s. It's nasty, dude.
Yeah,
I feel
you
like
don't
the
have
two-
like
the
AoE
2-hit
ashes,
combos.
You don't have like you have 2-hit combos.
The ranged, instant ranged attacks, like
Yeah, I was
it's
gonna say there's
just
no
such a
real
nasty
like
combo.
neutral. You can like skip it, so like there's
You
no
skip
footsies
neutral
really.
like with everything. Dude, you just do the jump dash and you're there.
Yeah.
Yep,
and it
and-
has good tracking too. If you're just in the air and hit dash without a direction, you go.
Yeah,
directly
it
wherever
has
you're locked
it
on.
has infinite
So-
magnet. Yeah, the jump
Yeah,
it's crazy.
forward basically gonna end up on you. You have to iframe it or maybe block or whatever. Yeah, but when you have 2 players doing that from 2 sides, this is over. Yeah,
Goodbye.
I have feeling like you really need some sort of For Honor like system, like the revenge system from For Honor, where you just
I love
yeah,
that, actually,
yeah.
now that you
where
say
you
that, I
just
miss
turn
that.
Super Saiyan, because you are just not winning that mechanically. Unless you playing against complete Pepegas and you're super strong, you are just not winning that.
Oink.
Yeah, unless you have like the advantage of the forges on, they didn't do anything. I feel like that's what my situation must have been because they weren't doing incredible damage together. So
A duos is a lot more competitive because it doesn't have this like, 1v1v1, 2v1.
yeah, that was my
asymmetrical
only
so
thought.
good,
I was
man.
like, man, everyone tries to hide in that final one because they don't want to be the one caught in the middle, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I like it because it allows for other lesser skilled players to win. Like, I
Yeah, you
actually don't
definitely can
mind
see
that.
who the like more PvP invested player is, and they could jump them. I definitely.
I
will
like
help
I
them.
like getting fucking ganked because I'm like, yeah, you guys got to do this or I'm gonna fucking crush you every round. So it's like, to me, it's fun to even try to fight them. It's but
Yeah,
better
regardless, it was
players,
fun.
when they get better, you are going. If they decide you're dead, you are dead. And I think that might be an issue for sure.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
even
time to
2
kill 'em
versus
is
1.
quick.
It's not even 2 versus 1. It's realistically
four.
Oh,
four.
it's
Yeah.
Spirit
V2.
summons. Yeah.
Yeah,
kin.
the-
The kin too.
Dude,
Yeah.
I hate the chariot kin.
Comes out of
another
nowhere
thing-
and grabs you. Oh,
Yeah.
it's the worst.
That's another thing I didn't like
I was
about the
dying.
game. Sometimes the situations that you find yourself in will be very chaotic. I was fighting this one guy and I was dodging him perfectly, going choo 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 and making him feel like an idiot. His dad was probably disappointed. He probably wanted to disown him at that point. But then I get shot from off screen and he eats me.
Dude,
Yeah, good example.
By the way, did you guys find the stagger bar took forever to go down whenever it built up?
Yes, way too
yeah.
long to go
Oh,
down.
The recovery,
this is
yeah,
actually
yeah.
the main reason why 1v2 situations are nearly impossible to clutch.
Exactly.
Because of the stagger
you
bar.
always
Yeah,
get
they just
staggered.
break it.
Yeah, like I wonder if they're going to be like ways around it, because stagger bar it is great when you're playing solo against other solo players, because it heavily promotes aggressive playstyle, but in in 1v2 it's just the biggest curse.
You just die, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes
Yeah,
you'll just be
there's-
like in the
there's no
ritual
setting
sites
it.
fighting and then just insta dead from behind if someone stuns you from behind because of the stun combos too.
Yeah.
Like the time to kill is so quick, actually, when you think about it.
And that's the
It
thing.
is.
I wanted to ask about it, because Oro, when he was in Japan and then he came back from Japan, like, day ahead of network test, he mentioned that time to kill is pretty long. You need like 15 hits to kill someone. So they changed it, yeah? Drastically.
No, they didn't change it. Basically, we were noobs and we didn't know that you could upgrade
Okay.
your weapon.
Uh-huh.
That makes sense.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Now, you kill people in like 3 roll catches, right?
Right.
Like
yeah.
6 hits and they're done. Maybe 7. For
Oh
Zork,
no!
it's
Oh no!
7
You did it on
20
purpose. You
20
did
hits
it on
on Zork.
purpose. God
20
damn
hits
it!
for Zork.
Okay.
Zork is the worst when
True.
he's running away and does not want to be caught. You just cannot catch that son of a bitch.
I hate him.
He's so funny. I love him.
That's actually a thing about Zork. I have feeling like Zork is mostly a noob stomper for now, because he technically he has extremely dodgeable ability, and his second skill, second ability, the rockets are very good at taking down Keen, but at the same time you are just stuck in place. I have feeling like when we all gonna get better at the game, Zork is probably gonna end up being just purely a meme character, because right now he's considered like one of the strongest, but realistically his gun is the least effective out of all the ranged options, I would say, among every character. Like, it's the hardest to hit someone with it. It has the least amount of bullets. It has the slowest traverse time.
Gun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't use his that much when I think about it. I was mostly trying to be in their face and hyper armor trade.
Yeah, like his ability, it feels super oppressive right now, because bro just flies on you and just literally deals billion damage. But realistically, you just jump over it. Once you're gonna get like a gameplay sense good enough to just like realize that, Zork is able to fly
you can
on
dodge
me.
his rocket, like his launch at you. I feel like
Yeah.
that's never been an issue.
And
He's a third party champion for sure, though.
Yeah,
You can see
yeah.
with that.
Yeah. Like Zork,
Yeah.
I have feeling like Zork is just currently considered very, very strong among the community, because he just has insane amount of survivability with his massive HP bar. He seems to be
Yeah,
gaining
that
the
helps
most
a lot.
HP out of everyone. Probably also has the highest defenses. But yeah, once people just gonna get better at the game, he probably gonna turn out to be a meme tier, honestly.
Yeah, and the thing about his
I,
base moveset, it's not hard to dodge per se, but if he does hit you, like he does so much damage, especially because he gets the combo. So
Well, kind of like, someone in Elden Ring playing, stalwart weapons, yeah? The same story, yeah?
yeah, more
there
like,
is-
like Dark Souls 3's Colossal, because you got to follow up and like
Yeah.
R1 just chunked.
Yeah, but
But yeah.
there is a particular reason why meta is around weapons that have 14 frame startup and not weapons that have 17 frame
Yeah, like
startup.
Shamshir. Murky hand
Yeah.
save.
Yeah.
I disagree. I think Zork is actually really fucking strong, especially because, we talked about earlier, a lot of this is like neutral skipping.
Yeah,
like
that's
with
what
the
makes it a
dashes
little
and
bit
stuff.
better.
And his dash attack is decent. It's decent enough that, you have to, when he dashes at you and he slams you, like you have to do something, right? And when you get in this rock, paper, scissors situation, number one, he has hyper armor, and number two, he has the most health by far, and he can steal other people's health. And I'm pretty sure all the health bonuses are percentage based. So at least in the state he is right now, I actually do think he's a fucking menace. And it is not
Yeah, he was
because of his
definitely the
skills.
easiest
His
to win
skills
with.
are fucking garbage. You know, you can dodge it and hit him while he's like doing the rocket. You can perfect block the rocket and punish after. Like, there's a million counters. Like, you're never going to hit. A good player paying attention is not going to get hit by any of his moves. But he is strong because of his damage, his status affliction, and his massive health pool.
You know what? Oro,
And I think when you get good.
sorry, Chase, go for it.
Oh, no, I was just gonna say, I feel like when people get better with the blocking too, that'll kind of make up for some of the faster weapons. So if you are a Zork and you're good at like blocking and parrying, that'll help them out a lot as well.
Yeah, I have feeling like that too. I have feeling like this is gonna be just exactly same story like with Elden Ring. So at the release of Elden Ring, yeah, one of the strongest and most oppressive weapons used to be gags, yeah, with the 14 frame startup on the crouch attacks.
But
Before they nerfed it, yeah.
But
I miss those.
But nowadays, competitive players in Elden Ring just like ending up sometimes having some sort of the throwback tournament when they are just downgrading the game, and this shit is just not nearly as oppressive as it used to be, because you have to buffer your attack initially with the wave dash. So basically, you are informing your opponent about what you're about to do, and then people got way better at Elden Ring mechanics like jumping, for example. So people just neutral jump over the attacks and so on. And I have feeling like Zork at the end of the day is going to be fucked by the fact that his weapon is just slower than others. And
that
he
might be
has,
true.
I think
it's hard
like
to predict like early on when we don't know.
Yeah, I just looking at how it was looking like in case of other games, I have feeling like it just at the end of the day, fastest weapons are going to be always the best. Yeah, like you need your player that you are facing to be at threat of not reacting to your attack. If you can technically reaction dodge or reaction block, reaction perfect block or whatever, anything that your opponent is doing, then you have a problem. Yeah,
and I agree with that.
Yeah, like Zork gonna be very good at initial release, and everyone probably supposed to abuse him because, well, Zorking around is just fucking hilarious. But
it is.
But yeah, I have feeling like he actually might get a little bit cucked later on, yeah, when the game is gonna be at its later stage.
I really felt like, his dash attacks weren't that slow. Exactly. Someone saying that in the chat. I felt like his dash attack was fast enough that it was like, you could maybe block it if you saw it coming, of course.
Yeah,
but it was enough to like start his pressure, right? Like he gets on you and then he starts doing stuff.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe you're right, but time will tell.
Do we know if we're gonna get a training room with your friends in the game?
No.
That would be cool, honestly.
No, as in you don't know, or no, as in no, we're not getting it.
Well, I mean, I guess I don't know actually, because I don't know how the duo is gonna work if like you actually spawn into the round table hold totally with them, the House of Dusk or House of Night.
Oh, true.
But I'm assuming it's going to be like Night Rain, where you don't see each other if you're in a party together and you just queue up together separately.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. It's a total assumption. For the multiplayer game, PvE, VP game, they might do it differently. You might actually hang out with your bud. That would be cool.
I hope so.
Rust in chat
cool to see
mentions
how the stun combos work.
Right, it actually would be a good thing to have possibility to just create lobby with your friend to dissect all these mechanics, yeah, because it's gonna be similar. If there is not gonna be such things, available to the players, it's gonna be the same story like with Fortnite at release. If anyone doesn't know, when Fortnite got training mode where you can just like practice, like create maps and so on, and just practice your mechanics, people got infinitely better at the game very quickly, whereas initially everyone was abysmally bad at building, at correctly like editing stuff and so on. It exploded.
I still play Fortnite to this day.
I was about to say, ask Chase, dude, ask Chase.
So
it was more fun though. Like the peak first year Fortnite was more fun in that aspect, which is interesting. Now most players like call it build mode sweaty, like super sweaty.
Right.
Early Fortnite was fucking sick.
So what they should add in DUSKBLOODS is building. Is what I'm hearing.
Yes. I want a wall.
Dancing.
Well, technically we got dancing in form of emotes. Every character has its own unique emotes. So technically we have it already.
I had a Jan. I was about to attack a Jan, and he did there is nothing to be gained.
Did you still kill him?
It was cool. No, I didn't kill him.
Oh, based.
I love the fact that one of Albert's emotes is him literally drinking liquor.
Yeah. Just taking a
It's-
quick swig of his
Yeah.
flask.
Yeah, out of his flask.
You
Yeah.
didn't know
I
it's
did like
liquor.
that.
It could be urine.
It's in my head canon it is.
Urine.
no.
Well,
That's
Lost
only
is talking
you,
from
Lost.
experience.
That's-
Yeah,
What he
look.
drinks in his flask.
I don't want to
Personal
go to the
experience.
toilet.
Oh, that's a great question. Have you guys played Kirby Air Riders? Or
No, I
Kirby
keep
Air
hearing
Ride?
this everywhere. I have not.
Nobody?
No.
Mm.
This game is literally just Kirby Air Ride City Trials. It's like the same fucking thing.
There's
It's
a
the
PvP
closest-
aspect to Kirby.
It is literally the closest comparison, which is so funny.
That's
You
insane.
just-
I
you
need to
go
hop on
around-
that. I'm gonna hop on that to fucking
You
get my
should.
fix.
You go around on your little Kirby cart. You fucking get random upgrades. Events happen during the match, and then at the end you do a random final battle.
Holy shit.
So we're gonna
It's the
do
same
a collab stream on Kirby's Air
Let's
Ride
do
because
it.
it's the
I'm
closest
down.
thing.
Fuck
dude.
yeah,
I'm
dude.
DUSKBLOODS.
down.
We have
Finally
what, 4
a
months
good
till this
game.
comes out. What are we in?
All right.
Oh, it doesn't have a date, right? Are we assuming Christmas? You guys guessing November? Christmas?
November,
One-
December.
one-
He
statistically.
said Halloween, and I was like, man, that's a good release date for that.
There is a
Dude, that
one
would be
news
so
outlet.
sick.
There is a
Oh,
one
I
news
can't
outlet.
Halloween. I'm in a wedding.
Wow.
Oh, okay, they'll move it then.
They're gonna
It's
move
like-
it,
We'll
yeah.
have to
Move it
move
for
it
you,
to
of
me,
course.
yeah.
December
Of
then.
course. A little inconvenient for you. We'll fix it. Yeah.
I think the news outlet called The Guardian or something like that posted a release date to be like very soon.
September 24th.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something
But
like
I saw that post.
It
yeah.
was a total accident. It's been debunked. They said they were sorry.
Oh,
Okay. Okay, I just
not
kind of
bad.
wonder if they leaked it and then they were trying to do the damage control, or
It's possible. It's possible.
because yeah, if the game would release that soon, that's fucking amazing. I really, first of all, freaking GTA 6 around the corner. I don't want to have fucking scraps asking me about freaking GTA 6 when I'm DUSKBLOODSing around. Like, I want to focus on DUSKBLOODS. Like,
Yeah, I don't know how much the player base will like collab there at all. I don't know. Does anybody in our chats play GTA?
I don't know. I mean, some people do. Some people do, but like,
I have played a little GTA, so I might be a.
I could care less. I'm
the
getting
last
less
one I played was on PS2, like Vice City.
I did play all of the
Wow.
GTA.
San Andreas
5.
is the best
Yeah.
one. I don't care what anybody says. That's my jam.
That's your jam.
San
You
Andreas
do like
is
role play, right? Did
so
you
good.
do the GTA role play ever?
I didn't do GTA roleplay, but I did Skyrim roleplay.
Just
there you go.
in chat mentions that Nintendo Direct in 3 weeks. We get a release date there probably.
Oh,
that
yeah.
sounds
Oh.
likely.
That
Yeah,
sounds
that's-
Yeah, that makes sense, right? Whatever,
That's a
yeah.
good comment, little Chased.
Or
You-
Tokyo
You,
Game Show.
you get a cookie.
When's the Tokyo Game Show?
Let's find out.
Okay.
An
September
hour of
21st.
Google.
Oh, it's September 17th, actually.
Okay, that's really soon, actually. Yeah.
Yep.
Gamescom
Not far.
tomorrow, but I don't
Yeah,
think they would
but
do it there.
they're not gonna show it at Games. If they
No.
didn't give me a release date, then they're not gonna show it tomorrow.
Ooh, look at you, so important.
Uh-huh.
No,
He's
no,
a
no. I'm
good
just
top
saying, it doesn't make
moment.
sense.
Uh-huh.
It just doesn't make sense. I'm not clout checking here. Come on, man.
I'm sending you feed pictures later, Aura, for the date. I'm just saying.
Okay, let's clear out our side topics list real quick. Yeah, I have feeling like we can go by that. So, let's talk about performance of the game. Are you guys bothered about performance of DUSKBLOODS overall?
Yes.
For
It's
me,
not
it's only
60
like weird.
FPS.
It's
It's
40.
40.
If you're like playing 60 prior, then you immediately jump onto that because I'll be like playing Elden Ring, just doing the content, and then I went into the net test and I see it right away. Even if it's from PlayStation to Switch, it is a downgrade.
You get used
From
to it.
FPS.
You
yeah,
get used
after
to
you're
it,
playing
but
for a while, but yeah,
you got used to Bloodborne too, which is
I
30
did
FPS
not.
maybe sometimes. Yeah, okay, so there you go.
I never got used to Bloodborne.
yeah, 30 is
Yeah.
rough.
I want 60, man. I want a stable 60. I'll take Minecraft graphics. Just give me the option at least, right?
Yeah, I
Performance would
am.
be nice. Yeah,
I am in disbelief it's running like a trance. Maybe my standards are a little bit too high, but holy fuck, it's just. I every time I move camera, I'm getting the motion sickness.
Yeah, it's so hard to like, I don't know, track with that kind of thing. And also, I don't know if you guys have an OLED, but most of the newer ones, I feel like if you run it at lower or even 60 hertz, they just have such higher input delay.
Are they now? I just
Yeah.
bought. I just got myself freaking new OLED monitor from the fourth generation.
No, yeah, some of them like there's some that you can get by, and it might be like 14 ms, 15. But some of them, like the Asus one that I was gonna get, had like 28, 30. Like,
Yeah, you got to do some research before you get one.
yeah, that's the tough thing if you're gonna mainly play console.
Am I the only one that wasn't particularly bothered then? Because it was fine.
No, I didn't mind it too much. It was annoying when you're like fighting a boss and you could definitely see that
The
little
frame
bit of
dip.
frames dip in a bunch, and when all the people are fighting a boss together, that's pretty annoying. But other than that, I actually didn't mind it too much.
That's good. Yeah, like it wasn't.
PC
It's not
Master
game
Race.
breaking for me.
I wish I were you guys because I just
Me
literally,
too.
I just
I
cannot.
wish my eyes were fucking broken so I could enjoy
Yeah,
less than
I mean,
60.
You guys need to lower your standards. Play some shit games for a while.
It's a
Nintendo
mindset.
Switch.
It's a
just mixed with the
mindset,
like you
my
spin
man.
the camera so much in this game because you're moving around.
True though,
vertically and
that is
stuff.
pretty annoying. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awful.
It's annoying when you're chasing somebody and they're dashing about and it's just like, okay, he's a fucking blur. I'm like chasing a goddamn blur.
Yeah, you can escape pretty well in this. I feel like too if you actually
Oh,
dodge
you can.
correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, dude. No. Okay. So
It feels
performance.
like I want 120 hertz.
Yeah, dude. I just no.
I want
and,
150
and
FPS.
especially this fucking bait that the game initially turns itself in 120 hertz. Like, you know, when you turn it
does
on
that?
for the first time, yeah, it actually runs.
yeah, you're like, whoa, it's gonna be 120 FPS mode. Whoa, and then yeah,
Yeah, then you actually have like deeps
I
to
didn't even know it
30
had that
FPS
option.
nearby
does.
waterfalls. Yeah, like,
it does, and it actually looks worse because there's like a bug that decreases the resolution if you have it enabled right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
It was
yeah.
for the network test. Yeah,
Yeah, I heard that
I
it
didn't
brings it
even
down to
notice it. I didn't notice
700p,
it.
but I feel like I would have noticed that. So I don't think
Yeah.
that
it
happened.
was
to
a
me.
little blurrier, and then I changed it, and it was like instantly crispier, and I was like, whoa.
Where was
Amazing.
the setting in the game?
No,
No.
in Switch display
Switch
settings. Yeah,
I gotta check that later.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna laugh so hard if I played the whole thing with that on, but no, I don't think I did. I feel
It wasn't
I
like
would've
too
noticed, but it's
big of a
like-
deal, but
But yeah, it's yeah, it's for me. It's probably the biggest disappointment. I really freaking, you know, I wish even just I don't know, Michael Zaki, please drop us at least some sort of DLSS scaling or whatever at this point. Just
anything, man,
anything.
anything.
So it actually runs well in the way
Yeah, motion
I
clarity is
didn't
just
I
so
wanted
nice.
to I wanted to mention like for you know, like in the FPS acceptable for human beings, but then we have Lost and Prot over here, so I think I'm gonna,
Yeah, I feel like most people don't give a shit about the frames. They're just like, I just want to play the game. I don't give a shit. I don't even see the frames. Like legitimately,
Man,
I think most people
really
don't
wish
give a
I
fuck.
was like that. Like if I'm
Yeah, I
in Fortnite
think
and I'm
so.
in an area and I go to 240 FPS from 360, I'm like, ugh.
Instant.
Damn.
Something happening.
Nah, you guys are too used to that crisp life. That's what
Yeah.
when you notice
Yeah.
a dip from 300.
Yeah,
hell
dude.
no.
You don't?
PC
Like,
Master Race, dude.
I think if you play it too much, like if you played it constantly, you would. But yeah,
You're
if
like
you mostly play
pampered.
console,
You know, like old princes that are pampered
yeah, that's
back
what I
in the
feel
olden
like.
times. That's what you guys are like right now.
That's what it feels
Yeah.
like. I'll be playing
Me and
Marvel
Lost over
Rivals,
here
I'm
are
like,
peasants,
yeah,
okay, with some bread.
motion play.
Yeah. Please, sir, please give me 35 FPS. Please.
I'll take 40, please. Anything.
Yeah. You guys like can't even fucking see it. It could be 20. It doesn't even matter.
I don't know how they do that, man.
Miyazaki comes to my house with a flip book and goes,
Bro, like this
flip
comic
book.
book style. video
yeah, and I'm like,
game
hey,
is
there's a bug there, and he brings out his paper and his pencil and just
Erases it.
erases it, yeah, and then draws it in.
But
Perfect.
in games,
Beautiful.
it matters though because it makes your tracking so good. You know, the higher the frame rate, better motion clarity.
It
you
just makes the game
track
feel better,
amazingly.
dude.
Yeah.
Look, it's on the Switch.
No, I'm not meant for this game. I meant other
Every-
games.
Well,
this is not bad.
after I heard that it was on the Switch, my expectations kind of fell through the floor, and that might have something to do with it.
This is they shouldn't. For one, you know, creator of No Rest for the Wicked mentioned on Twitter that No Rest is not on Switch 2 yet because they want to optimize it very, very well. And previous games by Moon Studio, which Jesus, how these games were called, about that Ori and the Wisp or something like that, yeah, they actually got optimized on Switch in order to play well in stable 60 FPS. It's just a matter of optimization. It's just that, as we all know, From Software is not exactly that good at optimizing their games. Maybe they don't care or something, but anything but Dark Souls 2 ran like shit on the release, practically on everything, every single device they ever released their stuff on. And Dark Souls 2 is the only exception because they stripped off the most important graphical element of that game altogether, which was dynamic lighting.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And even then, as far as I know, Xbox 360 and PS3 versions still run dog shit. Only PC ran well. So
For
yeah.
Dark Souls 2?
Yeah, for Dark Souls 2. So
Okay. That's the first one I played and on PC, so.
yeah, so yeah, here is that. Still forcing Dark Souls 2 discourse. Well,
Isn't Dark Souls 2 Oro's favorite as well, though?
It's my favorite PvP, not my favorite game.
Okay.
But I do
actually
love
the
Dark Souls
PvE
2. I will
of
not
Dark Souls
accept.
2.
I will
It
not
feels
accept
like
Dark
an
Souls 2
adventure, I
standard.
don't know.
I love all of them. They are all great.
all right.
Even if I do think that Dark Souls 2 is the worst one, it's the worst one out of a
Fuck
Legendary
you.
series.
Fuck you and your opinion. Anyway.
No, I sticking to it.
What's everyone's favorite PvP then? Is it 2 for you guys? Steel and Oro?
Dark Souls 3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
same.
Three.
Ew.
3.
You know what? Fundamentally, I think Elden Ring. It just balances dog shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun. People ask me that a lot, and I think I just like the overall damage output and pace of Dark Souls 3, but I do love the addition of jump and crouch. I feel like it makes
I think it changes everything. Yeah, I have feeling like it just changes the game so fucking in such a fucking good way. And then on top of that, yeah, Dark Souls 2 has one particular problem, namely moves are just simply too slow. And
yeah, I was gonna say it's the slowest of the PvP for sure.
And it's not even like I'm talking mostly here about just attack animation of your weapons.
The colossals, anything honestly.
Elden Ring is fixing all these issues. Even slower weapons have like fast attacks, like crouch attacks for one, that have, let's say, for example, Lance, has a startup of like 12 frames. This shit is basically unreactable, and that's
it
good.
gives you at least an option for some of the slower weapons. Yeah.
You can mix up fast attacks with slower attacks, and that's just great. And yeah, I have feeling like every single other Souls game that was ever created by From Software is missing that. The attacks are just simply too slow because, when everything is reactable, then your gameplay loop becomes more and more passive, and only like tools that are fast enough stand a chance. And therefore, for one in Dark Souls 3, you have
those were so just tiny weapons, murky.
Rapiers,
curved swords.
Yeah, exactly. And I have feeling like Elden Ring fundamentally is such amazing game. That's why it's definitely my favorite. It's just that, fundamentally.
It just needs some patch ups. I just think the damage is just so high, especially if you optimize.
It's actually absurd, dude.
Yeah. I think if they made it more, I don't know, the Dark Souls 3 damage route compared to... Yeah, you could just optimize and make things do at least half shot on a normal build, right?
Just invade lower level, forehead.
That's fair. You could do that.
You're at like level 200 with all the best relics or talismans.
200, you one shot.
Yeah, and you're like, why am I one-shotting people?
I mean, you say that, but realistically in Elden Ring, when you're playing on low levels and you are going to use affinity that is corresponding with your Ash of War buff, let's say Flaming Strike on fire weapon.
I know.
Yeah, you literally just kill people faster than on meta. So it's dog shit anyway.
Just the damage. Yeah, that's it for me. I think if they tuned that in, I do like the R1 combos that are in this as well, like in DUSKBLOODS. I feel like it just helps some of the slower weapons be useful in trades against multiple enemies. There'd be like tons of times in Dark Souls 3 where I catch 2 players with an R1 of a Claymore, let's say, you get the follow-up. So it's like you can burst 2 people down with that. And it's not just Ash of War spam. I think I would really like that. It'd be like my perfect
Yeah.
Souls game.
Jesus, we went so off the rails. That's
Yeah,
actually-
I was gonna say,
Oh, yeah, that's
combo here I'm watching just reminded
how
me
is
of
that,
it.
blood, guys?
Dust Bloods?
What? That's what? That's
No, overall, I
It
think
was
my whole thing is
important.
positive. I'm
It
pretty
wasn't
positive on
important
it.
anymore, yes.
But yeah, so let's go on to another topic, namely what is written here. We have netcode, right? Let's talk about netcode. So I have seen many different opinions that people make. I also one of viewers of my and G9's tracks IPs of people connected to one session, and it turns out that in vast majority of cases, or in all the cases, in fact, people bank from the same regions in the session. So
Oh, that's nice. So it's like
It-
kind of
it-
not, maybe not region locked, but region
Yeah,
prioritized.
there is some sort of the region. There is some sort of the region lock or region prioritization apparently. But yeah, I have feeling like this is the only reason why a lot of people going with approach, oh my god, netcode in DUSKBLOODS is so good. Because I don't think much actually changed in comparison to other games after like playing all the network tests so
Did
far.
anyone see anyone laggy? Like for me, it felt the same as like Elden Ring for the most part on PlayStation.
Yeah,
anyway. Like, just normal.
I think it is like this. I had situation that I was being parried while being on someone's backs. I had situation where I got one-shotted because someone lagged, and then I received 30 attacks in 1 second.
Oh God.
Oh, really? You had like a lag spike moment?
Yeah,
like that,
yeah,
where,
yeah,
like,
I had
yeah.
a couple of
player,
those
okay.
too, yeah.
Yeah,
I only
I
got
Wow.
shot sometimes by Layla when it was like beside me on my screen.
Yeah.
I saw the bullet line. That's
Yeah.
about it, though.
yeah,
I didn't have, like, a-
these things are very common. What you mentioned, yeah. I have seen many cases where, for one, my attack timings, roll catch timings used to be very inconsistent among different players, which, well, it's most likely due to the latency. I have seen someone double fucking rolling my T-Rex away from me and not getting grabbed.
Like not beside you or anything, just away.
Yeah, literally
Like into it.
rolling away on of all characters, fucking Zork. That
my
looks so
God.
ridiculous, yeah.
Zork supremacy.
Like, dude is just rolling away, and my T-Rex just, you know, the you have cooldown, yeah, for how long you can be in the T-Rex form. I just quit the T-Rex form. Like, I ran out of time that I could have been in T-Rex form. I didn't catch the guy. He literally rolled away 3 times consecutively out of my freaking grab, dude.
Yeah, I think it was always going to be like higher latency moments, especially even in your own region. I feel like that happens sometimes.
Yeah, depending.
I
Like
did
that
the
amount.
one time when I was playing in the final against another Zork, and I was Zork, and we did the classic, did the thing at the same time, the
You did
rocket,
the
and we
headbutt thing?
boom,
No way.
head bash midair, and it was so funny, dude.
That's
I
so
never had that
goofy.
happen. That's funny.
Yeah, it's but overall, yeah, like I think, yeah, I personally don't think many things change. I overall think that Souls netcode, especially since Dark Souls 3, and especially in Elden Ring, if you are not playing on vanilla PC, if you are playing on another platform, or if you are playing on if you are playing Elden Ring on seamless co-op or better multiplayer mode, this netcode is good. It just works, and
Yeah.
just works very well on the low latency. It is very accurate, and
Especially
yeah,
the first year, too. I don't know if anybody else noticed that, but I played PC Elden Ring the first year, and I never had connection issues. But I think that's because there's so many players. You were probably hitting people in your region all the time.
I mean, PC has
That's possible.
Rust
It has the
bucket.
added-
Rust
Yeah,
bu-
and mine were still okay back then. Like if you go watch my really old streams, it wasn't a lot of high latency, which is crazy.
I remember it was better, but I think it is just matter of not having a direct comparison, because
Yeah.
on Rust Bucket's channel you have a very good video about netcode, and it's explained in detail by people that actually just literally look into the flesh of this game, and just, you know, it turns out that there is a lot of kind of buffer in vanilla PC when it comes to the netcode. Namely, there is let's say that From Software code is doing a lot of things ahead of sending the packets further. That's just causing extremely unstable connections at the end of the day.
Oh yeah, I watched Rust video now that you say that, Rust buckets.
Yeah. It's very good video. Recommend to everyone. It's very well explained. Yeah, and then this is like
I felt the difference like immediately on PlayStation though when I did try to move over from like after the first year. Like when the connections got pretty bad year 2, I noticed because I wasn't connecting to my region a lot either.
Right. I'm okay, but yeah, this is again like straight to Zelda.
Yeah, DUSKBLOODS connections. They're pretty good for me though.
But yeah, what about DUSKBLOODS though? So like, I assume you guys didn't have as bad of experience as I did.
No, I only egg spikes.
I only ran into one laggy player, and I could not riposte him, and it was a huge fucking problem. Like I literally couldn't riposte him. I parried him, I parried him, and then I staggered him, and then I went to hit him, like grab, and it was straight through him. I even tried twice. It was like straight through him, and then he just dashed away and healed. And I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I had similar experience.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I had something similar too. Yeah. Yeah,
I also had one issue. One guy I met, and he ran funny. That was all. He ran away from me, and he ran funny. Yeah, because he didn't have his weapon. His arms were straight down, and the lower body was like moving, but the upper body wasn't.
That's so funny.
It was going. You know, he was rubber banding a little bit, but it didn't really affect me much throughout my play sessions.
I'm really happy for you.
So for the majority of the time, like the fights felt pretty normal for you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like perfect. Like the whole fucking time, whole 16 hours that I played. It was only that one guy that I couldn't repost. Everything else was like, it felt like I was playing LAN. It was crazy good.
Yeah, for me,
did you guys use the Ethernet cord actually, while we're on that?
Yeah, of course, I was plugged in.
Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering.
Okay. Prod and Lost are very suspiciously quiet.
Yeah.
Just listening, taking it all in. From
just enjoying the
Wi-Fi gamers.
No. The connection was good. I had a few issues here and there, but overall the netcode was good. I was surprised. It felt like 2 hits almost always connected, which if your connection's bad, those 2 hits are rarely going to connect together. They're going to chase people down. Honestly, the issue was sometimes I would run into people where like Steel said, the parry or the roll catches would be weird, right? You'd do the roll catches like normal, and they would just not hit.
Right.
So that's fair.
So yeah, like
pretty much.
But yeah,
so overall to most Souls,
Yeah, overall net positive. Yeah, like I think this is something that's just From Software has to be strict about, namely regions. As long as you just force players to connect with each other in relatively reasonable proximity and not, let's say from America to Australia or whatever, then you should be fine.
Those are the only times where it becomes an issue.
Yeah, it's I think in case of other Souls games, 266 milliseconds of latency is basically the point where you can literally just double roll everything. And as long as you are playing on reasonable ping, it's like these games just freaking work, and they always used to work. It's just From Software being ridiculous, especially on PC, where you have 2 regions, which is Japanese and non-Japanese. Yeah.
I was so sad when I learned that it didn't have the region choices like console. That's actually the main reason I swapped to the console. I was like, wow.
Yeah, because consoles actually have regions on the other hand. I mean, like PlayStation has regions, Xbox is also fucked for yet another reason.
Is it really? I actually didn't know that.
Okay, so you Oro definitely should watch that Rust Buckets video. I'm gonna send it to you later. Rust did amazing research on it, and it turns out that on Xbox, everyone is related to the host. Like basically, you have, let's say, 3 players in the lobby. There is a host, and you have 2 players. These 2 players first gonna go through the host in order to connect with each other. So let's say I am a host, and Chase and Oro are players in my world, and they have like normally to each other. If they would connect to each other directly, they would have like 30 milliseconds of ping, and they have around 120 to me. So now, instead of having that 30 milliseconds to each other and 120 to me, they have actually 150 milliseconds to each other because they're going through me.
Because you're going through you, yeah.
Like our hit registry has to go through yours and then hit each other. If
I
we're
love
fighting in
going
the world.
through you.
That's horrible.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so Xbox players are completely fucked. Like, there is no
That's
point
so
to play
sad.
on Xbox anything but duels. And then this is ridiculous, actually, yeah.
I feel bad for those 2 people.
Wow.
Rude and inconsiderate.
Now, so someone corrected me.
crazy.
It's actually not 150. You don't adding my connection, but rather 240 because it's like it's going. Okay.
Jesus.
Okay. So
Oh,
yeah,
I've
it's
never
even.
attempted Elden Ring on Xbox.
Holy shit!
I wonder how the Switch for the Tarnished Edition is going to handle netcode, but we are getting so off topic.
I can't wait to
But
see.
yeah.
I'm excited for that. I can't wait to invade people on that. That should be fun.
Me too.
Right. I have
Switch
scheduled.
invaders.
I have scheduled live stream on Twitch on the main page, on the front page on 30.
Nice.
Just because like I wanted to schedule it in the way so Tarnished Edition gonna release, then I'm going to test changes and so on, gonna make some footage on PC probably or on or on PlayStation.
Xbox.
I wanted to say Xbox, got fucking forbid, but and then just gonna do the playthrough from like very beginning. Gonna pick up new character, new starting class, and gonna play on Switch too. And just
I wonder
gonna
how
make
it'll
a
run,
mini
actually.
series.
I wonder if it'll hit like similar frames or a little bit less than PlayStation.
I have seen article today that says it's gonna be actually stable 60 FPS. That's what's said.
Oh, wow.
But there is
Really?
no. So come on, like this is no way.
If that's true, it'd be cool to play there. I mean, I would just stick to whatever one runs better personally. So
If that can hit 60, I have no reason to believe freaking DUSKBLOODS can't hit 60.
Exactly.
Speaking of DUSKBLOODS and us doing a small detour yet again, do we supposed to have a counter on the screen? Like how many times Elden Ring is gonna be a
every
reason?
time I look back, it's at this point. Now that you say that.
Okay, anyway, we actually talked about netcode.
Yes.
So I have two. Okay, so I think the next point is going to be about characters. How about we are going to do something profoundly stupid, and we are about to create a tier list of characters based off the network test.
Oh, I've already done it.
You already done it, so
I've already done it.
Or is already a tier lister.
Yep.
All
I'm
right.
not gonna post it anywhere, but
okay.
Oh,
From
well-
personal experience. That's tough, honestly.
So
Senator top. Senator is top for me.
I maybe let's just go with one by one characters and just place them in the tier list, imaginable tier list. Let me just open network test page real quick, and so I mean the first they're gonna be Albert, and let's say that our tier list is going to have tiers from S tier through A, B, and C tier, which is
Okay, yeah, that's fair. There's not a lot of characters.
which going to be, let's say that S tier is just absurdly overpowered in comparison to others, whereas A tier is just above average, B is average, and C is below average.
yeah.
Okay, so firstly, Albert.
Tier.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Well,
I feel A.
A easily.
Yeah, he's just really good.
You think
Solid.
guys? You guys think he's like above average, like overall?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
definitely above average. He's going to be a mainstay on the top half of the leaderboard. I think with his flexibility and his kit, it's useful in every situation. So he's definitely going to be up there. A,
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, he has.
And even if his beam is slow, I was just thinking it's still good for melting like PvE.
It's good. Yeah, it's really good on bosses.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
really
has
good.
infinite range attack basically. Like
and it does good damage.
your reload is so fast. You have like 40 bullets. You shoot 8 bullets at the time, and then when you have to reload, the reload is basically instant. So yeah, you constantly can DPS. He's basically a mage of this game.
Yeah, you can always pressure, especially in the PvP too, just to keep the stagger going. Like the machine guns
stagger
is so
and
good.
to finish
That's what I
people
used
off
them
too.
for.
You can
Yeah.
So good for finishing people off.
you can commit Azure across the entire map with your second ability, and
Yeah.
it deals a lot of damage actually, and it melts PvE too, and it applies stagger on top of everything. And you can actually, I wonder if people in the official release gonna be actually aiming manually with that, because you can do that. It's not exactly super easy, but yeah, you can. Your laser literally can be pointed up, down, to the sides. Yeah,
That would be crazy.
Yeah. Okay, so A tier. I think I were about to maybe put him B tier, but I think I'm
Really?
going to just
Convinced you.
No, just to have like some sort of the middle ground, yeah, to start from. But yeah, I think he gonna be above average. So yeah, let's just put Albert in A tier. Okay.
Yeah.
Second character gonna be Bloodhound Jan.
Pajama Jan.
Pajama Jan, yes.
Pajama Jan, huh? I feel like I used him the least, so I don't have the most input on him, to be honest.
I had a fun time playing with him, especially for the PvE. I thought it was great. He might be a little weaker than Albert on the PvP side. I will say though that I think he's either a B or a weak A.
Yeah,
It's so hard for me. I feel like his like AoE ability is not the hardest to dodge, and like,
and he screams, "Yeah, I'm gonna hit you! Oh, dodge now!"
He literally does like an anime.
Why are you
like,
doing that? Why you are saying anything, dude?
surrender my blood. I'm about to do my anime move.
I used him the least. I might put him B. I mean, his damage is pretty good on his axe.
Yeah,
His ranged option isn't the best.
I think B is fair for, and I even could consider him C tier for one particular reason. I have feeling he is going to be completely abandoned because of Layla. Like I have feeling like he's a PvE character mostly, and I have feeling like Layla is just better for the sole purpose of PvEing.
Like his his kit, his dodge is useful. It's like what he's got going for him.
Right, you can be just around.
I actually think he's going to be like a high B tier because his blink allows him to ignore the roll mix-up game. If you get hit, you can just double dash back and you're not getting roll caught. Like it's too fast.
Right.
So that power of not getting mixed up at all, even if you make a mistake, is really powerful. Plus his like aggression makes it really easy to stick on people. Like if a Layla teleports and does like her full teleport, he can just dash on top of her and still have the pressure up. So I think you guys might be underplaying him a little. I think he's better than he seems.
What about stamina though? Does his dash when he's in the Bloodhound stepping form even take stamina? Because if not,
it does, but there's a lot of upgrades to lessen it. There's like a 25% less stamina upgrade while blink is up.
All right, so
it's hard to say without knowing all the upgrades we can get too.
Yeah, but
I would say high B tier, even with everything.
Even from this perspective, Layla is probably better both in PvE and PvP. I have feeling like
maybe.
So and especially once people gonna start free aiming with Layla, once like people gonna get better, gonna have a chance to genuinely
they pull up their keyboards.
Yeah, I mean like keyboards or not, yeah, like it's free aiming allows you for headshots. Headshots deal, I think, 200 of the normal damage, and Layla is already obliterating with regular shots mostly like 25% of your HP, just like that. So yeah, it's like half of the HP gone with one headshot. Once people gonna actually learn how to headshot, it's I don't
know if that's a fair comparison though, because he's totally different character, right?
I mean, that's true, but we are making general...
He's got regain mechanic as well that you guys are ignoring.
I forgot about that actually. Yeah, that is nice if you stay aggressive.
It's really good.
You think you found the regain mechanic to even be actually important to you?
It's not bad at all. If you get hit and like somebody's still on you, you can like actually hit them and you get a shit ton of health back.
Okay. I usually found it just not important at all. Like maybe
it's fluff, but I mean it's still health back.
Maybe if you are actually if you're keen as a spider lady and she not spider a snake lady and she's just healing you on top of everything, then maybe you can make for insane amount of HP restoration. But then stagger bar exists, so even though you refill your HP, you still can get one-shotted.
Yeah.
So like that's why I am not a Bloodhoundian believer, mostly because of that. I think I really like the design of this character. I just have feeling like Layla is just overpowering him in practically everything. Like I think that would be nice if Bloodhound had ability to dash attack after using his range attack, but he doesn't have anything like that. So basically, when you are using your flames and you can use it only in case if someone is low on the HP, because another player can just literally run through your flames and double attack you. And I have feeling
that's a good point.
And I have feeling like his ability is generally useless because he's like, what's happening? And now, like, everyone is. Yeah.
You got to remember that most of these characters are likely gonna have a third ability that we don't know of yet.
Oh, okay. I didn't know about that at all.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Most of these characters are gonna have like at least swappable abilities, and Blink is still good.
Change it up a lot, honestly.
Blink is still good, man. I really think
As
Blink
I
is
said,
good.
Either low A or strong B. I'm sticking to that.
Okay,
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. I would
The
put
fire
him
is
high
decent
beer.
chip too. I mean, it's not. I think I like Albert's gun more.
Yeah,
for
I think
sure,
you're underestimating the fire. You got to use it for certain like times,
I killed a lot of people by just firing at them when they had no health. That was great.
Yeah, it's a good finisher. It's fire surge.
Yeah, exactly.
Chip it that way. Killed by
And
chip
fire
damage.
surge, not terrible.
Yeah, no.
No. The fire
It's
surge on
actually
its
it
own.
melts PVE too.
Yeah,
You know,
fire
For the spacing, it's powerful.
Fire Surge is good. The problem I have is that you don't really have any corresponding move, and getting out of this fire surging state is not exactly instant, yeah, because let's say Albert, yeah, or Senator can just dash forward, yeah, or when it comes to the Asian lady, Tranglan, yeah, she can just throw things and get away immediately. She doesn't have to be locked into the animation, whereas Bloodhound Yan, you are actually dedicated to this move. Once you start flaming people, you kind of have to do it. You don't have any way to cut off your animation short, yeah? And yeah, basically, yeah, you because of that, I have feeling like this ability just overall is good. Like every range ability in the game so far is good, but I have feeling like other characters just have better abilities because of that.
Yeah, you might be right. I think it definitely needs a quicker recovery. You're stuck in the animation too long.
There was the way in Dark Souls 3 PvP to actually finish people with that fire surge. Oh yeah, that was called
fire surge. Was godly.
That was toxic as fuck,
That's
dude.
different.
That was toxic.
I have feeling like this is basically how you have to play Jan. Yeah, basically fire surge people. Yeah, when they are low on the HP.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hate to interrupt, but I gotta go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. It was awesome chatting with you guys.
Bye bye.
All right, you get some rest.
Bye, Oro.
I'll buy the ticket tomorrow and it'll be heading your way.
Oh God. I'll see you guys in DUSKBLOODS. Bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye bye. Okay.
I love that the audience have no idea what I'm talking about.
So
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's better you don't.
Sit on the knees.
So yeah, Jan basically beat here in such case, yeah, on our list. Yeah, it's fair.
I didn't really play him much, so I haven't really said anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I played him the least, and maybe
The
Senator.
enemy's
Even though
lady.
he was really good, I only played the Senator a few times.
Okay. Another character is then B tier, yeah. Another character is Tranglan, and I have seen people being very disappointed with this character, basically saying, like, I have seen people on forums and so on saying this character is just the worst out of the bunch. And I wonder what are your thoughts about it, because I actually played her, and one of the highest virtue scores that I have ever had was actually with her.
So
She's pretty good for ambushes as well with the invisibility. Like she has a lot going for her, I feel like. Just some
I
of her
thought she was
moveset isn't my favorite.
boring.
You did?
I thought she was boring. She was the one. To be fair, she was the one I played the least. It might just be a skill issue. I might not have enough experience, but I did not enjoy playing as her as much as I played with the other guys. Whether she was better or worse, I simply don't know. I don't have the experience, but I just enjoyed every other character more.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, she's kind of stealthy. The snake summon's pretty slow, but when you get it buffed up, it can do solid damage. Like if no one's paying attention to you. Yeah, her ranged attack, it has good range. Like it tracks well when someone's running away from you, but its damage isn't incredible. I guess I've only used her like 3 or 4 times as well.
I didn't use her.
No.
No,
The invisibility
I
was
just
my
didn't play
favorite
it.
part of her kit. I feel like for the ritual sites, you could just ambush.
And it's
But-
weird, like, because she's like a hot Asian lady.
Yeah, I should have played with her.
She didn't have her feet out. That's the problem.
Well-
She
Yeah,
didn't
that's
have her feet out.
unfortunately.
So
No interest there.
I probably played the most with her then, and I gotta say that she probably have the best neutral in the game, because her forward momentum, her root motion is probably the best among all the characters, which
Her arrow and the attacks are good.
generally gives her the best way to just outspace and attack your opponents with neutral, which in vast majority of cases in this game, you are just not doing that. Like neutral play, you more like skipping neutral with the running attacks, with other stuff. Then another thing
The
is
air
that
dash, yeah.
her ranged ability cannot be dodged by going backwards. You literally force your opponent to just go towards you, otherwise you're gonna get hit, because this shit has tracking and
Yeah, when someone ran away from you, like just ran, it would just follow them. It was pretty good.
yeah. And then she has 2 abilities. One of them is invisibility, which I found actually pretty decent, because because of this ability I could sneak around PvE and just snatch upgrades to the character without wasting time.
Yeah, like the red gems for the ability upgrades. You can just not fight the mobs there.
Yeah, exactly. And that actually allowed me to traverse the map very quickly and actually, improve the character very, very well and very quickly too. And then on top of all of that, she has her another ability, which is that snake thing. Yeah. And it's this snake is kind of weird, because he just like goes forward, he jumps forward when you summon him, but there are ways around. So like you can actually control him. You can turn your character around, lock on someone that is behind you, which is going to turn the snake around as well, and he is going to make a circle around your character, basically protecting you, and then dealing a
I
lot
was
of
wondering
damage.
how I made him coil like that. I only used her a few times, but yeah, you can make it like a defensive coil.
I have feeling like this character is extremely underrated at the given moment, and even though she doesn't seem that interesting to vast majority of players, I have feeling like she might be actually way stronger pick than people give her credit for.
Yeah, just on the stealth alone, if you wait in the ritual sites and like you hear someone coming, just invisible, you get them with a combo. They start like down health, and it's hard to heal in this. It's like a slow heal, so
If you can
For the
find
speed.
a solid combo of attacks and mix-ups that can reliably murder your opponents, then the
From the stealth?
invisibility from stealth, it could be amazing.
yeah, it's definitely good for just ambushing and catching people off guard, even escaping. Like in the final Grail fight, like the 1v1, if they were trying to attack me, I could just jump in the air, use my invisibility like around a pillar, and they lose me.
Kranglang, yeah, I don't know. Like, what are your thoughts so far? If you
I don't know.
if you had to place her on the list,
That's a tough one.
I
I don't
have.
like her like heavy attacks or her running. heavy. I
Oh,
feel
they
like
are
it's-
terrible. Yeah, I
They're
hate them
bad.
too.
Yeah. So that's tough.
I'm gonna
Maybe
go with
having
low
B.
B. Low
Yeah, I think
B.
I'd still put her in like B. I feel like even with the things I like about her so far,
Mm-hmm.
Like in a 1v1, the snake is not hard to avoid, I feel like, from all my experience. That's their like big hit. The pressure on the neutral attacks is nice though, and the running light. And she has good range. I don't know, it's a tough one. Maybe like I like her more than I like Jan.
I have feeling like she has better PvP, of course, than Jan, but might be actually have way worse PvE though. I have
for like the burst damage, yeah.
And because of that, I also would put her into the B tier, just like Lost.
Yeah, it's a toss-up for me between those two. I definitely use them the least, so.
And Prod didn't play the character. So yeah, B tier in such case, yeah? Okay, let's do it then like that. B tier, Tranglan into the B tier. So we have so far Albert in A tier, Bloodhound Jan and Tranglang in B tier, and another character is going to be Sniper Layla. And, well, it's according to general internet discourse, that's instant S tier. And I can kind of see why, honestly, because yet again, that situation I had where the guy literally just killed a mini-boss 1 minute in, just like that on level 1.
She's so good for the PvE.
Yeah, like her PvE is insane, and your PvE is very important because it is what allows you to strengthen your character fast and quick. So,
yeah, which is so important. I mean, even if you're great at any type of PvP, if someone just has major upgrades on you, if they land one combo on you and you didn't upgrade, you're kind of done.
Yeah, I have feeling like she actually, because of that insane PvE, I wouldn't mind to agree with average Redditor and actually put her in S tier, unironically. Didn't like the character personally, but yeah.
Weakness, like
I love her. I love the character. I wasn't too fond of her get out of dodge skill. I loved playing as her. I think for PvE she is going to be amazing. She'll probably go down a little bit in the PvP area when people know how to fight her.
Blocking the gun is very important. I feel like once people know that helps a lot.
This really depends on the situation. This is a it depends situation. If she's going to be in a PvP heavy matchup,
she's a great third partier as well.
Yeah, even that, she's a great third party. I could imagine she's just standing on like the chandelier in the top of the cathedral, and when people are about to kill each other, go in there and snipe them for the kill. So it's the last match that I could see her have issues with, especially if she does that in the previous phases, because then everybody's going to be just hating on the Layla and you're going to take her out.
Yeah. You can't really ignore the sniper, so that might happen to you more just in that situation.
Oh, God, I was so unsure, but I think we got to put her up in the S tier. No, not S tier, A tier. I'm going to go A. I don't think
I would go A as well. Yeah.
Chase?
Yeah. I feel like at least high A for the whole battle setting when you consider like the whole time period, because it's so good for PvE. Really good at ritual sites too, because it's chaotic, so you can get snipes in and like burst, maybe steal kills. Even in the final battle, like I had a good time with her. You have the disengage ability, and sometimes you can use that to heal quick before they can catch up to you.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe like higher A. Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, like my vote doesn't matter in such case because overpowered with 8 years, but I probably would.
I don't even know who I'd put S though. That's what I'm thinking. Like I don't know who I would consider.
Yeah, I don't know if we have an S.
So broken above all.
So yeah, Layla, I have feeling like I personally would put her in the S tier, mostly because of the network test environment, and we are actually well.
Oh yeah, maybe just for network test.
Yeah, we are voting for the network test characters. Yeah, correctly, like the network test environment. That's why I personally would put their S tier. But since you guys went with 8 tiers, then I guess it's a A tier. Yeah, and then. In such case, we have Albert in A tier, Bloodhound Jan in A tier, Tranglan in A tier. Sorry, Jesus,
it's going to be mostly
sorry.
A's. I can't think of an S. Like
Albert in A tier, Jan in B tier, Trang in B tier, and then Layla in A tier. Oh, here you go. Okay, so another character is Senator Shamshir Patches. the best character in the game for real. My favorite one.
His melees are just so good in general, like for PvP.
This
the running attacks.
Kind of rolling back to the topic about performance. The way how different this character feels when you are in the courtyard, against the training dummy, when you are testing his ability to feint, because if you're gonna click R1 into the dodge, then he's feinting his attack, so you can R1 feint. It's just so much smoother and better. You can nearly just 3-hit combo, or more like quadruple hit combo with that, basically. Especially when someone is next to the wall, you just hit them. It's so fucking quick. But then,
everything he has is fast, I feel like, and good engage, good distance on his movement.
Then you're playing the game that you're playing on like 40 FPS on the average, and it feels so sluggish and bad in comparison. It's so hard.
If you're in some of the lower FPS areas,
it's so much harder to also like hit these like these feints, because you actually have to time them properly. You have to hit your feint when your character is already in recovery. You cannot feint straight out of the another attack buffer. So you actually have to. If this character has interesting skill ceiling when it comes to your regular attacks, because they are like viability of the character is solely dependent how good you are at clicking these feints. If you are not feinting, then
I'm just trying to think of his whole kit entirely too. Most of it is pretty good.
Yeah, I would say that the feint is great. You have the running R1, which I thought was great. I really enjoyed his shoot mechanic, his bird mechanic. Yeah, I thought that was really fun. I very much did. Yeah, I also really enjoyed his blood stick. That was cool. And while the dinosaur will probably be easier to avoid when you learn about it, it's just one of the most fun moves in the entire game. Honestly,
I was going to say about that with the dino. I feel like if you see it coming, you can just always dodge to the right of it. I had this moment where someone was chasing me in a circle, and I was running in a circle.
So good.
I think actually I would call him S tier, although he's not that far above the others. But if I would have to put something in S tier, I think I would put the Senator in S tier.
Oh, really?
I would say he's the best PvP character.
Yeah, probably. I would actually go that far. Now he's not so broken that you can't beat him if you're fighting with other characters, but he is just generally, I think it's great.
He kind of has a tool for everything when you think of it that way, right? He has the like blood that goes on the ground if you're not paying attention in like the 3-player fight setting, and he can catch you off guard with that. The bird's a good pressure. He's just really good with his weapon.
He's very good at cleaning out kins, especially, because
you can just do that while locked on. Yeah.
You can use that T-Rex form to also clean out like especially smaller kins. He cannot grab the Fatso Godskin guy, but outside of that, like he is actually very good at cleaning. In chat, I see Rust saying that his projectile sucks toe. I don't know if I agree. Like they have like very good tracking, so you can actually set up.
Maybe if you're fully like facing one person 1v1 with no outside sources distracting you, you can avoid them. But a lot of the time, there's like a kin pestering you. There's like another player. Like it ends up useful throughout the game.
And it did a good job against dealing damage to higher enemies. I always use the Wolfmen as an example because you got a nice amount of virtue from them, and you get.
I hate the Wolfmen, but yes.
and you get a perk from them, and it did very solid damage against the Wolfmen, even staggered them a bit. So absolutely.
Yeah, we were gonna put someone in S. Maybe I lean that way as well.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, honestly, personally. But like
otherwise they're all going to be A. Who's our favorite character then? It's a toss up. Like it's hard.
Yeah, it's. I mean, from that what we are saying, like it's a shame that Oro actually went out because the fifth
maybe
voice
deal breaker for us.
Yeah, would be definitely appreciated, especially because he has the most of experience among all of us. Yeah.
Yeah, like I
and-
want to put it in A, just then our whole thing is an A. But I mean, it's fine if it is that way, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, Senator, one of the things like about his range attack is that when you're going to R1 into R1 summon, if you're gonna like do the running attack, then you have a follow-up for free, basically. Yeah, you have guaranteed follow-up. Then you can feint. If your opponent is not gonna dodge away straight away, they're gonna get hit. But even if they will, then when you're gonna use the feint, you can use range attack immediately afterwards, which force another player to yet again disengage because they are just going to get hit. If they're gonna get hit, then you have follow-up on the R1 that is guaranteed hit from the close range. So basically, he has like all these very interesting synergies around his kit, and that's definitely my favorite character throughout from entire network test, just based on the fluidity of the combat in the PvP. And I have feeling like his PvE is also pretty good. First of all, because his ability, the one that knocks down, the underground thing is very good. And then T-Rex is also very good. Even enemies that he cannot grab, he can just headbutt, and that's also gonna deal a lot of damage. And overall, I have feeling like this character might be not that good in the PvE like he is in the PvP. He's still like overall well-rounded, solid pick, and in PvP, I just generally really like him. I have feeling like
he has good mix-ups, and he's fine in PvE as well. Yeah, like you said. So, that's tough. I don't know where I'd place him, to be honest. I did like him a lot though.
Sounds like a lot of high 8 here.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I think I would put him A for sure.
And the
okay.
Dino's funny.
Okay, so
The Dino's so good.
So Prod, you think A actually?
I would say A, yeah.
A. Okay. I just got a message from G9. This message read, "I just woke up, lol."
Yeah, I feel like everybody in my time zone area, we all sleep so late, man. I got up late today too.
Dude, I slept today 10 hours after network
You guys
test.
are in Europe time, right? Which is
I-
it's already late for you right now, which is crazy. For
It
me, it's
was
midday, but-
the network test was from 4 a.m. to 8 a.m.
Oh, like the most recent one for you? Yeah,
Yeah.
that was 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. for me. Yeah. Those ones are nice. The 4 a.m. ones are probably nice for you guys. Or 6 a.m. That would have been like noon in Europe time. There was probably some tests at noon.
Wait, what?
In
Okay.
Europe?
Yeah, for you, Lost. Like if it
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
the
yeah.
4 a.m. one, was it noon? Okay.
Yeah, so we had a noon, 4 a.m., and then there was one at 8 p.m.
Guys, we are going to end up having actual 6 people on the podcast. Not at the same time though, but G is joining.
That is, yeah. Or I had to go. I have to get
actually-
food soon too, as well.
I have
Yeah,
to get
I was
food
maybe
as
hungry
well,
the
man.
whole time.
Well, we're gonna be finishing very soon. Yeah, we're gonna finish the
Yeah.
tier list, and then we're gonna do questions and answers. But yeah, here at the end, we're gonna get G. So like
The double Canadians.
the double Canadians. Let me actually. Okay, I'm adding him, and yeah, when he gonna be pick up, then he gonna pick up. But yeah. That's so funny. We got so many content creators, dude. Like this is
We got the
so-
rotating door.
it's hilarious. Okay, so ultimately we have 2 S tiers and 2 A tiers in.
We have S tiers.
Yeah. I mean, in the meaning that you I'm talking here about Senator right now. That you put him in S tier, yeah. Lost put him in S tier.
I would say probably high A. I just said S because I figured we want one in S,
Okay.
and I don't know who would put in there. Otherwise,
Okay, so in such case, only Lost put him in S tiers, and then it is A tier then.
I would say he's the best character. Whether or not you want, if you mean S by so much better than everybody else, I wouldn't say that. But he's the best character.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
that's why the trouble I was having. I don't know if I'd put him in S like overall. Like if he's broken in any way, I don't think he is.
He's not broken.
He's just very, very, very good. So
No, I think we're supposed to base it purely off the power scaling. So in such case, yeah, I think it's fair to put him in A tier. Which means, maybe you're gonna have another voice.
welcome.
Hello.
They see me Zorkin.
The
They
host.
hate it. Patrol and try and catch me, Zorkin and Dirty.
I see that
Speaking
everywhere
of
right now, man.
Zork,
No,
he's the last one, right?
Yeah, he gonna be the last
The
one,
Zork.
but since we are over here, we are positioning Senator in the tier list, and basically, I think it's we have S tier, A tier, B tier, and C tier. B tier being average, S tier being above, like super good, A tier being above average. What you think? Where Senator belongs?
Well, I was listening to you guys for a little bit in bed, and honestly, I agree for the most part with the picks. Like, especially with Jan, like when Oro was talking about the blink and the fire. I think Jan is underrated right now. I think, but yeah, I think I agree for the most part with everyone.
So A tier, basically.
Yeah. Senator was just very strong. I think Senator has the best melee weapon. And, like melee is still the most important part of the game. I think at the end of the day, like even with all the abilities, everything, it still comes down to melee usually.
And I feel
Okay.
like none of the abilities felt like OP. I don't know if you guys felt
Yeah.
that way. None of them felt
Yeah,
like
yeah.
crazy.
Okay.
I think the best ability is actually Albert.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
feel
it's
like you can
extremely
actually roll catch
spammable,
with
yeah.
that.
It is
And
super spammable.
I think Zork. I would put Zork in S, but not for the typical reasons. It's really just
it's
because of the
because
broken.
you Zork in it.
You just hit someone once and then you combo and then it lightning procs and then you basically one shot someone from just one hit. And
Yeah,
if
that
you
was my
build
first
properly,
experience with him. I
Yeah.
got happened to get
Yeah.
the lightning upgrade, and I was like, "What is going
Yeah.
on?" Yeah, I'm sure in
Yeah.
time it'll be easy to avoid, like when people understand it more. But for the net test, he's pretty crazy.
Okay.
but also DHP. Like you couple that with
Yeah.
DHP and you can just get outplayed by a significant margin. And if you just land a hit once, that's it.
Yeah, one mistake and he just gets so much off it compared to another character for sure.
Yep.
Okay. So okay.
These cannons are funny now that we're seeing this on screen right now. Really good mob clear, I guess, and kin.
Okay, so yeah, like sorry, I was a little bit busy adding G's avatar on the screen. So yeah, you guys went onto Zork basically, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so you all Zork in it, yeah? Every single of us probably played Zork. There is no shot that someone could skip Zork.
I think I played him the most out of all the characters.
I played a match where there was only Zorks in the game.
Holy shit, everyone Zorkin.
Yeah.
This shitter is fan favorite 100%. It's so hilarious. That actually it is the character that people love so much in this game. Like he
That became
such
the
a-
icon.
Yeah.
The last battle was using me and the two other guys trying to human rocket each other off the edge. I mean, everybody got the memo. Everybody was in agreement. Let's just do it.
Speaking of the ledge, actually, did you guys get the experience? I got thrown off the ledge once with by Dino Boy, and I landed in water or something, and it brought me back up to the top of the map, and I didn't die.
Yes, you cannot die off the ledge unless you are below 20% HP, and your HP is
okay.
actually going to be lowered to 20% if it's
I
above.
don't know if I like that.
guess that's
I think I would
interesting.
prefer if it always killed.
Yeah,
I
I was so
probably.
confused why
I
I
agree.
lived. That makes sense, though.
Especially since you have a respawn anyway. Like you have one life, so
Yeah,
Zork for Smash.
And this this respawn is also not set, so you are not going to know where your opponent is going to actually respawn, which basically allows a player that actually just got knocked down out of the arena to reposition for free. Sometimes even actually surprise you.
yeah,
And-
and heal too because you
yeah.
have an Estus.
Yeah, and
I didn't even
that-
think of it that way when that happened to me. But yeah, that was kind of
It
useful.
might even be a play. Honestly, you just run away, yeet off if you're over 20%, and just respawn and just heal.
yeah,
instead of
you can jump off on your own, and you're still not
Yeah.
going to die. Yeah.
That's so funny. That makes sense. I guess my health was just like the perfect amount that when I came back, I didn't even notice it lowered at all because I was like through that break point. I was like, I didn't even take damage. What happened? That's funny.
Rust in chat says that he throws someone off and they came back with 50% of the HP. For me, it was always 20%. I don't know what.
Maybe they had time to heal. I don't know.
But
Yeah, I didn't even notice my health blood change, so no input there.
And let's make it clear. In my case, I'm talking only about Grail match. I'm not sure. Maybe
it
it's
was
different.
in the Grail match. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Chasta in chat says that you lose about 20% when you fell off. So okay. So maybe.
Oh, you lose 20%.
Maybe that's how it works. Because for me, it was always around when I was looking at my HP bar when I was being thrown off the arena. I was always on around 20% of my full HP. So therefore my conclusion. So maybe it's differently actually.
I could probably rewatch my footage to see that later because.
You're not supposed to record it, Chase. Don't tell anyone.
It's just for my own love.
Nintendo getting your ass.
He's going to get sued, chat. He's going to get sued.
This is
Erase
so
the
Jover.
You know, every single version of the network test has a unique ID that's hidden on screen and you can't see it, but it's there all the time so they can identify you and ban
That's
your
how
account.
they get you if you posted it, yeah.
I'm just joking. I have no idea.
Okay, so, but yeah, we went off the rail yet again. So let me actually repeat our picks so far. Albert, A tier, Bloodhound Jan, B tier, Tranglan, B tier, Sniper Lila, A tier, Senator Shamshir Patches is A tier, and now we got Zork. So where you would guys put Zork on the tier list? Remember, we are actually focusing on network test, environment in the network test, and how he generally performed, which I earlier were mentioning that I believe that this character is gonna fall off once people gonna get better at the game. But yeah, at the given moment, everyone is dog shit. So question is if character like Zork actually deserves to be very high in the tier list because of that.
I didn't fight any good Zorks. I'll just tell you straight up right now. They were all trash. I never experienced the major combo that you guys are talking about. That never happened to me. So while it was fun playing with Zork, in my experience, he was always average or below average, below everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a very good point that the experience that you're going to have is going to vary a lot depending on your opponents. And for the most part, because it was a short network test, everyone was new. So there was a lot of bad plays everywhere in general. So it's always hard to make an opinion about if one is good or not, because it depends on if you've experienced fighting someone that you think is good.
Yeah, it's so chaotic too, right? In most of the situations, you're not alone with them. So it's a hard one to judge.
I had an instance where I got hit by the rocket because of significant latency. I dodged the rocket, but it was some sort of desync and the rocket still hits. So I don't know how that's going to translate in the final game for all the classes. There's definitely I heard you guys talk about latency earlier in netcode, but yeah, I think it's definitely the exact same thing for DUSKBLOOD as all the other Souls game, really, for the most part. So I think it's probably going to change some things as far as viable abilities when you talk about some desyncs and latency.
Yeah, have you heard what I was talking about T-Rex moment where Zork literally rolled away
Yeah, I had something similar happen as well. I was just doing running R2s with Albert against a Zork and he just kept on panic rolling and nothing was coming through.
Right. Okay, someone have to go ahead and give initial rating. Come on.
I would put him in S tier, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah,
just for the
because of
network
the
test.
HP and the one
Just in the
shot.
network
Especially
test.
if you get the right upgrades, because you can ambush, catch people off guard. If you hit just
The
combo
ability
with the
to
lightning,
nuke a whole health bar instantly
Yeah.
is crazy.
it's pretty crazy.
And
Okay.
also, I think the running R2 for Zork was very underrated. I was
It's very
catching
good.
people crazy with it.
The
Just
spin
roll catch to
always
death.
hits.
Yeah.
All right. So it's S tier from Prod. Anyone else shares opinion of the guy actually, at least in the environment of network test, he actually was
I feel like he's
exceptionally good.
definitely- I'll put him S for now for the network test. Yeah, I think
Yep.
he
He's
definitely
probably
felt the
gonna
easiest
get.
to win with. Yeah.
Yeah. He's probably gonna get tweaked in the final game, but I think I agree with that. As for the network test,
Okay, lost.
I-
Are you zorking it right now? That's why you're
I'm
not
sorry.
saying anything?
I'm sorking. I'm sorking it so hard. I'll just go with everybody else then, since peer pressure.
I mean, we got three people like getting S tier already, so then no one. I would have to put him in C tier to make any difference at this point. But yeah, okay, I'm fine with it. Let's just put him in the S tier, maybe even above. Let's put him in Z tier. It's gonna be Zork tier.
Zork tier. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
Zork
yeah,
tier.
okay.
Like
We're gonna Zork tier is definitely the tier of all time. I'm probably.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm probably gonna make a tier list like legitimately visually and just gonna post it on the community tab, and it's gonna tag us all. It's for people that's our power scaling with Z Zork tier, dude. So anyway, G, what you want to say?
I was about to say, like, I think if you're talking like about a clean 1v1, like with no chaos, nothing, I think at the end of the day, I think Albert might be the better one, but it's like more like a sleeper, like underrated best one,
Right.
just because he just has
A
everything.
dark horse.
Yeah,
Yeah, the machine gun's super nice for the stagger pressure. Really, everything he has is like pretty solid and good. Like everything.
Yeah, he's dreamy.
He's dreamy. That adds it for you. Okay.
like technically the machine gun is unavoidable at close range.
Yeah, it's
Like you can block it, but you're always gonna chip.
Yeah, it's bro is a mage at heart for real. It's mage of this game. Okay, so we got the tier list. So Albert A, Jan B, Trang B, Layla A, Senator A, Zorg Z. And yeah, that's our picks.
Z.
And yeah, the last thing that's left for us before we're gonna wrap it up is questions from viewers. So guys, if you have any sort of questions in chat, both on YouTube or on Twitch, feel free to ask them, and we are about to answer them. Why no backstabs? That's a very good question. Why the fuck there is no backstabs in this game? It's actually...
I know, I'm so sad
like
about
that
that one
series.
thing.
No, I like that.
You like
Ooh,
that?
I'm so sad.
Hell yeah. I don't want some bullshit to instantly be like insta backstab. You know, some tech that just instantly gets around your backstab.
Not just
quick.
that, but the just the nature of the game like lends itself for a lot of like unprompted fights. And so I think it would be just too easy to backstab someone unprompted, like you're fighting X or Y,
True.
and then
Yeah.
someone just backstabs
From-
you
from-
right away.
From the invisibility ability. Would be
Invisible
funny.
lady backstab.
Oh,
That'd
yeah.
be annoying.
Is there an input lag? Well, input lag goes with the fact like the frame rate is slow, and you're also technically playing on 120 hertz, but not really. So yeah, that there is gonna be an input lag. But yeah, everyone
wanna
is.
hear-
Mhm.
Sorry, I want to hear your guys' thoughts on Shield. Like I had
We
like,
had
a few
entire
ins-
topic on it. You were
Oh
sleeping.
really? Damn,
Yeah.
I missed it.
Yeah,
All right.
It's so good though.
Yeah,
honestly.
it's shield is absurdly overpowered, and we don't really know any idea how to break shields. And then
Okay,
the fact,
so I wasn't the only one then. Okay.
yeah,
No, it's
and
really good.
and
you
then
can like set up parry with it. From what I've seen, some of
yeah,
the slower attacks.
I
Yeah.
lost one Grail match to Zorg that actually was shielding around, and then he started screaming at me, started howling. So I dashed behind him and I R1'd him, and his howl hit me when I was behind him, and I got parried and died.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, that's
kind of funny. That's a rough lag
because,
moment.
yeah, I'm mentioning hold because hold is directly related to shield, because you cannot
Yeah.
hold without shielding. So like this is yeah, like this goes together, and yeah, this it seems like the meta is gonna be very like a lot about that.
Yeah.
We got a question to Chase. Is there Nyana torch?
Yeah, I still have to use that one day. You know what's funny? I kind of missed the opportunity when it was broken, like early on.
Damn shame.
Do you guys
I do
think?
hope they have. Speaking of weapons, though, I do hope they have like an alternate weapon. I feel like I've heard you guys mention that, or at least someone mentioned that.
You mean change the weapon for each character?
Someone
Yeah,
someone
like an
mentioned
opposite choice or,
article.
like something.
Yeah, there is apparently article that technically confirms it, but if that's gonna be the case or not, we don't really know. Ouroboros says that when he was in Japan, people told him that there is going to be some sort of customization, but some sort of customization doesn't really sound as significantly as,
Like a weapon.
ability to change weapons and so on. Another question here is, do you guys think there is going to be a small campaign, like single player, I assume?
Well, the Remembrance,
Yeah.
I think there's going to be more of those. I think that's going to be your sort of campaign.
Exactly
Yeah,
same
like the little
thoughts.
tutorial area thing we did.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
in Night Train, you got Remembrance for every character. There's probably going to be
Oh,
something
yes.
similar here.
Yeah,
I
makes
forgot
sense.
about that.
Actually. Yeah.
Makes
And
sense.
and then on top of that, in network test, how are we actually quitting out from the first Remembrance? We are walking through, we are ending up fight with Bloodhound Yan, and then we are going out of the town. We are going downhill some sort of the slope, and then we get a pop out that this content is locked out in network test, and then we are getting teleported out from the first Remembrance. So even like the very first Remembrance is actually going to have more content, and it is,
That's true.
yeah, it is somewhat like story driven anyway. Yeah, like this tutorial, of course, you get in pop-ups left and right, but this shit is story driven. So yeah.
I like the voices of the characters. Like they actually have personality, which honestly, I don't think that was the case with most Souls game. Like, there are characters, but I felt like these ones had more personality.
Yep. Steelovsky, please ask Chase if... Okay, no, I'm not asking fucking another Torch question. You guys fucking suck. Like, guys...
You guys are funny. Oh, I was just thinking, what was everyone's? Actually, we didn't get Aura, or not Aura. We didn't get G's favorite. Was your favorite Albert, G?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Freaking mages
Damn,
everywhere.
all of
Albert
us. Fucking
enjoyers.
Albert, huh?
Jesus Christ,
No,
you guys
I
are
was
so
kinda- I was kinda
basic.
Yeah, I think Albert was
wow.
my favorite.
And Dudley was Albert as well.
Or Layla was my favorite, honestly.
Oh, really?
Layla was
Yeah,
fun
I don't
too,
know.
dude.
Yeah, it was just so much fun.
I just liked Albert because he has so much. I feel like I like his whole kit. I think that's
Yeah.
probably why I'd say he's
Yeah.
my favorite.
Like you could play like in every situation and be active in like every situation with Albert. Like you always had an option. It felt against everything, maybe except shields. That I didn't know what to do when finding
Yeah.
a good one, but that's about it.
But
Yeah,
guys,
they time that well. It's a pain.
I have to go. My dinner is ready. So you guys enjoy. It was
Yeah,
great being
we
here.
are finishing soon anyway, but yeah, have a nice
I love
dinner.
all of you.
Last.
Kisses.
Bye.
Good night, all.
Take care, man.
Okay, another question is, do you think teams could be a competitive meta because the Grail battle is more even ground? Or do you think 1v1 is more neutral? Very good question.
Like
And
2v2 over the 1v1v1. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That'd be way more balanced.
I mean, this
Did
is
you
how,
guys play the 2v2s?
yeah, this is how it works in
I didn't
2v2s.
know until like someone told me towards the end of the test you could do it, so I didn't.
Yeah. There is 2v2 queue, and in the Grail match you actually have 2v2 instead of 1v1 at the end.
Yeah, I
of
got
it.
to try it on the very last session because just like you guys, I didn't know about it until the last session, but I did get to try a few 2v2 matches. Obviously with a rendo, it was very dependent on how good your rendo was, but man, I had this one match, or my first match with the rendo, we got like 250 points, and then the next team had like 150. We just smoked them at the end. It really felt like completely different from the 1v1v1 in a sense that the better team had a significant advantage against the lesser team. And unlike the 1v1v1 where there's that sort of RNG factor that who's going to attack, who is going to determine who's going to win, whereas the 2v2 format was really more like, okay, the better team is going to end up the victor here. Like it was more like a fair fight.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because in the last one, usually someone gets ganged up on whoever's in the middle of the two enemies, or if they just think that you're more of a threat. Maybe even like the higher virtue players, sometimes they jump right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I think I
overall,
like 2v2 more, yeah.
I really wish that 2v2 or 1v1 would be the case for Grail match overall. I so dislike that 1v1.
I liked it, but I would like to like get into the 1v1v1 like over and over again, like only play those and skip all the build up.
That'd be pretty cool, actually. Yeah, like just a straight Grail mode.
But like, I like the whole build up phase and the PvE and the mix of everything. So I think if they ever do that, I'd be like for the idea of like, if you want to build your character and like, upgrade your things and everything, I think you would need to go through the whole PvE phase. And then maybe the 1v1v1 is more like a mode that doesn't really have like significant rewards, or maybe a different type of reward than the whole setting, just to make sure that people still play like the full format. Because I think the full format is definitely its own thing that needs to be on the forefront of the game for sure. But I'd like the option for more like specific PvP focused, a PvP focused mode in some capacity.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they add with the different modes. I wonder what they're gonna do.
Yeah, someone in chat says that 2 times I got on solos to the end battle. I faced 2 people each time who did a temporarily alliance during the game. What do you think? Yeah, that's basically, yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst situation
Yeah,
you can be in, because they're gonna not fight each other.
And that refers to another question of the gamer saying, asking if do we think that ganking is going to be a problem in this game? Which, frankly, I think yes. I think like there is no actual in-game mechanic that allow you to deal with gankers. You need to be probably infinitely better than both players and do some insane outplay that actually manage to players that are storming you, mostly because aggressive actions just do not take stamina. And then you also have the stagger bar. Like these 2 things are... I have feeling like it makes a call for some sort of the mechanic similar to the one from For Honor we were talking about earlier, yeah? Like revenge system.
Revenge,
yeah. Where like...
I think that's why the 2v2 just makes more sense, because it fixes all of that just by design.
Yeah. I mean, like, there is at least no alliance lobby. It's just that like, I kind of don't understand the idea behind that. What was Michael Zaki's vision with the fact that in the standard queue, you can just, walk up to rando and ask them to co-op with you. And then you get all the benefits of the co-op, whereas other players don't. It's kind of wonder what was the vision here. Like, what was the point? What's an idea?
I think I can answer that. I think Miyazaki he likes that little bit of spiciness and unfairness in his game. So I think he wants to always wants to throw a wrench in the typical formula or the typical sort of idea that makes sense. I think that's just his style.
And you can queue for different ones too, right? You can have no alliances.
Yeah.
At least in the network test. Yeah.
In network test, you had like 3 queues, which were standard, which is just basically it. Yeah, you can actually form alliances or not, like depending on the game that you are in. Then no alliance, and then duos. And then you also had possibility to. I mean, technically, there is in the menu also ranked. Yeah, so you
yeah.
It's now if ranked is going to have sub queues exactly like casual play, we don't know.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, to not split the player base. I was wondering if it was going to be a thing in the actual game to have alliances or not, because that's like a whole other split.
I felt the exact same way. Like, it's great on paper to have all these options, but like, there's a real downside to. Like, you take 100,000 players, like you split that by 2. Like you get a player pool of 50,000 instead of 100,000 just for adding one setting
split,
for
like
queues.
Ranked.
And that's just not true in case of From Software games. Like they are actually so guilty of it. With, for example, Colosseum matchmaking in Elden Ring. Yeah. You have
so many games do that these days that they shouldn't.
Yeah, it's like you have regular duel. Then you have
like the brawl where you get respawn and 1v1s too, right?
And then 2v2s, like 3v3s and so on are separate queues. Then you double every single queue that you have by 2, because every single of these game modes can be actually played with Spirit Ashes or not. So like this is its own queue, and then you also split between playing with random players or pre-made matches, because this is also a split queue.
Oh yeah, you made me realize you can't even queue up with your friend in Elden Ring and then find a random team. So it's like it's looking for password ones as well.
That's freaking insane. And and we are talking here technically about the game that, You know, it's a bunch of everything. It's a multiplayer game, it's a single player game, but still the main focus is technically on the single player experience. But then in Night Rain, they did exact the same shit with various different queues that are just not directly visible, but you cannot queue with someone that is in different event, how that's called, like, you know,
Yeah.
It's not at the same stage in his game.
Yeah, exactly. In different progress of the story, you cannot queue anymore, and so on. And someone made a math, and it turned out that Night Rain was splitting audience even more than Elden Ring Colosseum for once, which is ridiculous. And that's like technically thirsty and for the most multiplayer game. So yeah, it would be nice. If From Software didn't. Yeah, it would be nice if From Software didn't do that.
Yeah, it's very tricky because the whole topic about the connections, like the connection, people feel like the netcode was good in this game specifically, but really it was all about region locking. And to add a little bit of more specificity to, like I heard you guys talk about it earlier, the guy I spoke to who scanned the IPs, like people were not just in the same region. Very often the IPs were in the same city. So like, if people were playing from San Jose, let's say, in DUSKBLOOD, like everyone else in the lobby was likely also in San Jose. So it was like very, very specific. And so the more you add settings and add like different sort of game modes, the more you split that and the less likely that's going to happen. So you sort of hurt the quality of the connection every time you add a setting.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, this is the best way for that netcode to work anyway, yeah. Like From Software's netcode just works pretty well when people are close to each other, and it completely gets shitted on when that's not the case.
Yeah, that's why you want to keep it as local as possible, and the way to do it is to not have like too many settings to divide the player base into different queues. Like I think it's normal to want to have like a 2v2 and a 1v1, but I think you don't want that Elden Ring problem where you have like a bunch of different queues that ultimately do the same thing.
All right, let me actually see. I see a particular question. So the question is about melee combat, namely, what do we think about overall melee combat in this game? And it's a very broad question, so maybe I'm going to make it a little bit more direct. Namely, I have feeling like neutral play, as we know from other Souls games, is practically non-existent here. You either do the running attacks. So? Yeah. I have feeling like there is almost no point outside of I think Tranglan, that in my opinion has the best neutral in the game from the Soul perspective, that her root motion is very good, like better than other characters. I have feeling like it's very hard or nearly pointless to use regular attacks just like that, only maybe as a follow-up, and it's I have hard time imagining situation where you're supposed to just use from the neutral like regular R1, because I have feeling like these attacks are too slow. That's basically my feel that I have. I have feeling like when people gonna get better at the game, I almost have feeling like that an attempt of someone just throwing an R1 might end up with another player just roaring at you and just getting free parry on low latency.
I think that's true for any attack though at the current state. In the current state, I mean.
Well, you cannot parry. Let's say if you are using Albert and in the point blank, Albert is going to throw his ability at you, the blood half moon thing, yeah. Then you cannot actually do anything against it technically.
And it's pretty quick too, actually. I was feeling like there's not really that footsie feeling that you get in most Souls games, where you're just micro-spacing towards each other. Because you just close the gap with anything.
Yeah, it's so fast.
It's so fast, yeah. I feel like you're just always in there.
And then on top of
I outspace players like quite a lot. Like in the network test, like I'd bait them to attack sometimes, do a whiff, and then I would whiff punish.
Yeah, like a running attack or something, like space the...
Yeah, spacing pretty much anything, like any attack that they would do. Like sometimes it was like a rolling attack, sometimes a running, sometimes just spamming.
Oh, now that you say that, Zork has that like rolling attack. Yeah, that one I could see. I mostly just tried to like time a dodge if they were like doing a run to get behind them.
Yeah, like
I wasn't really
I
trying
don't
to space as much.
I don't say that spacing is impossible. I have feeling like just the better people are going to be, the less important it might be. Because for you to actually space someone out, you have to actually bait their R1s, and I have feeling like this game just does not exactly promote you to do that much.
Well, I mean, I think the good players in the network test were mainly playing. The ones I saw were mainly playing very reactive. So, I mean, they were not throwing attacks at all. They were just turtling and fishing for parries. So, I mean, you're right in that sense. I don't know if that's going to be a problem in the full game. I think they're probably going to address that. So the
That's
dynamic,
definitely hard to guess, yeah.
Yeah, because like
Especially early on.
Point feeling, I have feeling like every single character, like even the fastest neutral attack moves are basically as slow as, let's say, a great sword attack in Elden Ring. I have feeling like, it's you have no neutral attacks that would be as fast like, let's say, Clean Rod or Shamshir. And I have feeling like, first of all, it kind of makes me feel very weird about like overall dynamics of the game, because these neutral attacks feel so sluggish in comparison to everything else. I kind of wonder if...
Think of like each of the characters neutrals. It's hard for me to remember.
Yeah, me too.
There
Like,
was so many running attacks were definitely the primary thing that were being thrown at me.
Yeah,
That's what I can
100%.
say.
for sure. Yeah.
Like constant chase down. Speaking of Senator on screen, his is very fast. Like some of those are very fast.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
neutral
Like,
light attacks. Yeah.
yeah, I that's basically what makes it feel so weird. Yeah, like sprint attacks, jump R1s, all of these attacks are fast, and then you have neutral attack that is just almost not fitting to the game. It almost feels like it doesn't fit the game at all.
They
But
do
there's-
combo off their running attack if you hit it. So maybe there's something
Yes.
with that.
Yes,
That's
and
usually, yeah.
That being said, with Senator, there is a funny thing that I have noticed. Sometimes you're just gonna miss a follow-up, but it's because Senator is just throwing this attack a little bit upwards. So if you're gonna unlock your camera and look downwards, then you're always going to hit.
That's
Interesting.
interesting.
No.
Like kind of
I'd
the
really try
halberd
that.
in Elden Ring.
Yeah, pretty much. It's even like, like running R2 with Clean Rod in Elden Ring 2. Yeah, it's basically that's how it feels. So yeah, like it seems like unlocked camera play is actually going to be quite important in this one too.
Yeah, no surprise.
Yeah. Prod, I have a question to you.
Yeah.
Would you think that PvP tournaments would work in this game? that's a question from the chat. But since you are quiet recently, then...
I think it would be fun. I think that it has a really good structure for more not like maybe individual people, but like teams, like 2v2v2, I think tournaments will work out really well in this game. But it would ultimately, especially, if it's the PvP side, it would come down to like whoever's better at PvP in the end, for sure.
Did you guys actually, the question from me, do you think, guys, that Virtue advantage, yeah, like because Virtue transitions to additional HP at the end of the match, yeah? Do you think
I
that
never even noticed that.
like do
Yeah,
you
I
think
think if
that's
people do optimal routes, it's definitely going to be like advantageous.
yeah? Did you find it like that actually being useful for you? Because yeah, I found it that the HP bonus that you are getting is just not that great anyway, and
Yeah, they're not massive. It's more like the weapon upgrades. If you can get all that done and know the routing quick, then it's better. The Virtue, though, I mean, it gives you something. It's like some advantage, I suppose.
right. Okay, I'm looking around.
I don't mean to cut it short either, but I think I have to leave here as well.
Yeah,
well,
I
we
think
are
one more.
okay. Let's do the last one. Okay. In such
Do it.
case, let's answer the last question. Question about game modes. You guys are talking about different queues. So, what do you think about the arena mode? like Elden Ring Colosseum. Do you think that actually could work in this game? Like, how important is, like, you know, it's definitely would be nice to learn game mechanics, but
Yeah, we were talking about earlier, like being able to have like at least a friend with a practice dummy just to test all the things out so you
Yeah.
can understand it.
Yeah, just invite a friend in the courtyard without necessarily a queue. I think would solve a lot of these problems at the same time.
if you
I
could,
agree.
if you
Yeah.
could create a lobby with your friends where you can join one courtyard in, like, let's say 8 players, then you have actually fight clubs, technically.
Yeah. I think
But you're
you
just not really
you
stealing
don't
the
want to
queue.
add too many queues. That's really ultimately the important part. But I think you need that setting where you can try things out. Otherwise, like it's like I know like for like I think the main point is I played with Nash and Gabri and Castle like when the network test started, like in voice chat, and Nash didn't really like the game because these guys are actually duelists at heart. Castle didn't like it either. He didn't like the kin. He didn't like the PVE, and Gabri liked the PvP, but he didn't like the PvE part and everything around it either. And I feel like for these guys, they would enjoy the game if they just had their little something, their little PvP focused thing. Like that's all they need. And it's been like that for all the previous Souls games. Like these were the type of players that would play Fight Club and everything like that. So I think for the game to appeal to these people, to the let's say the dueling scene, you need that little something. It doesn't even need to be a queue, but just that mode where they're able to play with each other. And
Right.
also, as someone who enjoys PvP, like sometimes you want to just have the PvP experience and not necessarily everything around it.
Right, so it's basically you're saying that yes, for the, let's say, ability to connect multiple players to the courtyard, but not exactly for completely different game modes that would be arena focused. And I think it's fair
Yeah.
because, the less queues, the better. You don't want to split your audience too much, yeah? You want
Yeah.
to
Even the
yeah.
alliance and no alliance setting, I think is probably a mistake. I think it's better to have either with alliance or either no alliance and just remove the other setting, honestly.
Yeah, the standard one be gone, basically. It would be also more fair, like, overall of the game feel. All right. Anyway, guys, since we are almost 3 hours in on the clock, what the fuck? When the time went by? What the holy
Dude, that
shit!
went by so fast.
What? Wow. Gee, thank you a lot for being here from the beginning. Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
All right, guys. Thank you a lot.
Get some rest.
Thank you a lot for participating. It was a lot of fun. And
That was fun.
And yeah, thanks for the talk. Thank you for your thoughts. And well, I see you in the next one.
Okay, bye guys.
Good night,
Bye.
guys. Good
Take
night.
care,
Bye
everyone.
everybody. Bye
Bye.
everybody.
Bye bye. Okay. Hi.
I was like, all right, everyone left.
So you actually did. I slept for 10 hours today. Like, it just these network tests totally drained me out.
Dude, that was brutal, man. That was actually brutal. Like between the first network test and the second, I slept 1 hour, dude. I was
Jesus.
so wasted.
Jesus Christ, dude. But yeah, good freaking podcast. Such a shame you actually haven't been from the beginning. We had such a good talk.
Well, yeah, I would have liked to, but I was actually sleeping.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's you have to at some point.
Yeah, because like the thing that was brutal was also like making vids in between the network test. On top of that, that was the brutal part.
Yeah, I gave up on it, and I started uploading every second day for this one.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah, and on top of that, like I basically had feeling like I just didn't have willpower for anything after this network test. Like, it's
a shame that we couldn't freaking post actual gameplay. Like I had so many good clips.
Yeah, this is actually, well, I still technically have them, just don't tell Michael Zaki, so he's not going to send. He's not going
Did
to
you
send
see
his assassins.
Reddit Oscar? Like, I think he got. I don't know if he got banned or what, but all his content has been removed from his channel.
Wait, what?
Not all the content, but like all the network test content.
Okay. Yeah, so Ratatasker received a copyright strike.
That's crazy.
And he received copyright strike from Software, not from Nintendo. And yeah, it's basically that's a weird thing, because now for the last at least 24 hours, there is a lot of content on YouTube where people actually posting things from network test, and no one is getting banned anymore. I mean, no one is receiving copyright strike. Yeah. Then shit tons of people used to do things on Twitch, just straight up stream on Twitch, and no one received
and remove it afterward.
And no one actually received a copyright strike too, me included. Yeah, like I actually streamed, like had like a one stream on YouTube, and yeah, I didn't receive a copyright strike too. Yeah, this is very weird, especially if now, like if they are not gonna be removing this type of footage anymore from YouTube and just gonna let it slide, it is just such a weird behavior, dude. It's so incredibly inconsistent, yeah.
I think they realize that you can't ask people to not post their content in this day and age. Like it's going to be unmanageable. There's just too many people posting it. So if you can't do anything about it, and also I feel like I don't really understand why you don't let people post it, because it's the more content that's out there, like the more the game gets into like like it gets everywhere and it gets like to be the hot topic. It's basically free marketing, free promotion. I'm not quite sure I understand that one.
Yeah, and this is the first time, yeah? Like, I mean, in every single other network test, they were very, very clear that, you're not supposed to post anything, but let us know what your audience thinks, yeah? Like, once you're gonna do so. It's such a weird thing that now we actually think literally not even Nintendo, but actually From Software just throwing out copyright strikes. And I just cannot fucking understand this logic. And the game is good. Like it's still a better game than that practically anything that we see in the gaming industry nowadays. There is
and also like for like the state of the game that we've played, like there wasn't like any like, wow, this is a massive issue, like they need to fix that, how did they not see this? Like there was nothing like blatantly obvious that was like a bad thing about the game. Like it was already in a good state in the way they presented it.
Yep. I completely don't understand this decision, but well, it's there to make, and well, I think this is just literally free publicity thrown out of the window, that like people the discourse about DUSKBLOODS is shifting so rapidly since people see the freaking gameplay now. People were so doomerish about it, like, like there is such a fucking dog shit, like there is no way it's gonna be good, it's gonna be on Switch, so it's like whatever, who cares? And now people like in my comment section being like, well, I just bite the bullet and I bought Switch just to play it. When I was streaming, people on the live stream were like, holy shit, still I'm actually currently ordering Switch 2. Yeah, like I see the comments. It's literally it's just such a fucking goofy behavior on From Software side.
Yeah, definitely a miss there.
All right. Okay, G, I'm gonna be wrapping it up since it's quite late. My girl has to wake up to work tomorrow, so I don't want to yap too much.
Yeah, for sure.
And thank you a lot for joining. Holy shit, I'm so glad everyone appeared. Like every single individual that I wanted initially to be on this podcast, at the end of the day actually ended up on the podcast. That's so good, yeah. Like I mean,
I wish I was there for the whole thing. It
Honestly-
sounded interesting.
honestly, I wanted more people, but Lost said veto, and like he doesn't want more than 6 people because it's gonna be too chaotic. If that were up to me, I probably would invite even more people. I wanted to invite some PvEers, but honestly, I looked at Twitter and people like, you know, PvEers, let's say like
They're
Bushy,
just insane.
they basically saying that, oh, the game is good, but PvE, blah.
Yeah. Or
PvP, yeah.
PvP.
Yeah, it's like it's what the fuck is this? Like, so yeah, I think we wouldn't really have a good talk with vast majority of PvEers because we apparently do not really we do not really operate on same radio waves. Like we do not understand each other apparently in that regard.
Different types of people.
Yeah, very different, in fact. All right. Anyway, G, thank you a lot. Thanks everyone in chat for participating. And yeah, that was a blast. I'm gonna edit it and probably gonna release this podcast tomorrow. So much love to you all. And yeah, let's actually find someone to raid now when I think about it. We have like 400 people here and there left. No? Yeah. So let me actually see who we have online. Let me see. Maybe Slants. He is currently playing Seamless Co-op. That sounds like a good idea. So let's do it. You guys can see actually some good PvP since it's Seamless Co-op. Okay. See you later, gamers. Have a good one. Bye and eat.